Just looking at where they're going and which end they're kicking to. So we've got Glenelg. They will be kicking to the northern end, the scoreboard end, the cathedral end.
There's already a bit of push and shove behind play too, Doug.
Oh, there is too.
It's already happening.
And it's the last game of the year. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Up they go. Calabrese there doing battle up against Cranston. No one got the tap out. They ran into each other there. The ball is on the ground. No one able to burst their way through. Picked up by Cranston. Went with the kick. Not all that effective though. It's on the ground again. A hand pass from James. James gets it out there and it goes now down towards the half-forward line for Norwood. But we find that Tigers are strong in defence. A hand pass came out, but Bowden's got the ball. Swings it into centre half-forward here for the Redlegs.
Bowden kicks in towards half-forward, but a great mark there by Moore for the base. Gives it off there to Sherwood, running off half-back, but the umpire's going to call Moore back, and you have to have his kick and kick it over the man on the mark. Goes to the outer side of the ground where he's got Reevil. Daniel Reevil now on centre wing, outer side of the ground, goes over the top there looking for Culpet. Takes the mark in front of the Victor Richardson gates here at the Adelaide Oval. A great day for football. He kicks long down towards 50. Up they go. Miller's there. Can he take it? Can't take the mark. Comes down. Doldig's there. Also Thomas is there for Norwood. Gets a kick down towards half forward. But in comes Culpet. Has a kick from 55. He's picked out Sujay Cook. And he's taken the mark unattended. 35 metres out from goal, and Sujay will have a shot on goal, kicking towards the cathedral end.
Just probably a bad kick from Thomas. He probably had a little bit more time there on the outer side, but if you're in the defence, you always probably go long down the line. But
Sujay comes in, puts it straight through the middle of the goal for the base. First goal of the game and the first score. So Glenelg move on to 1 goal straight, 6 points. The Norwood side yet to score on the Beechwood home scoreboard.
Tremendous start there by Culpet. Already a couple of kicks, and I love the. He could have probably kicked that from 55 metres. He's a prodigious kick, and he looked as though he was going to do the big long kick, and then he sort of.
He settled and had a look, Doug, which
Didn't
was
he?
Good poise, and he's done that all year for Glenelg.
Very, very good player. Heath Culpet, the former Carlton player. Anything at this stage, our stats man, Paul Blantis?
Well, Heath Culpet, he's got the most kicks on the ground. He's had 2, and Glenelg have got 8 possessions to Norwood's 4.
So tremendous start to the Bays. They've kicked 1 goal. That's all they kicked the last time they played for the entire game. This time it's going to be Norwood going forward. Will be picked up here by number 31 in young Reevil. He went with a hand pass taken by Backwell. Goes down towards the half-forward line. The race is on for it right now. Leading in the pursuit there is Campbell, but it's going to beat him across the line at the northern end of the chapel stands, and a throw-in to take place on the outer side of the ground.
Umpire about to throw the ball in. Young Gallagher. It looks like he's had a bit of a haircut there, very short there, 55 metres around from the Glenelg goal. Umpire throws the ball in, Calabrese's up there, Salopek takes it out of the ruck contest, handballs it over there towards Miller, put him under all sorts of pressure, was Culpet, gives it back there to Salopek, great pressure there by the Bays, comes out now to Culpet with a kick, kicks in towards centre half forward, Allison on the lead, can't get there, great work there by Patfull, gives a handball to Thomas, another one to the running Gallagher, running through half back, kicks it down towards half forward, down there, look, oh, there's a big collision there, Parker went down, comes out to Bartamucci, runs inside 50, has a shot on goal, but he's missed it to the near side, and that's a behind there to the Norwood side. So Norwood now move on to 1 behind. Glenelg 1 straight goal, 6 points, and a big collision there, big Chad Gibson hit the deck.
I think it was, young McEntee ran into Aidan Parker, I think it was, Cough, number 14, so I think he had it covered too, so there was no real need for that collision.
Waiting now for the ball to be brought back in. Culpet kicking in this time. That's the 4th time he's actually put foot to ball. It comes back to Culpet, gets yet another kick, would you believe? This one is ineffective, and the mark is taken at centre half forward by Brett James, the captain of Norwood, down towards the forward pocket. It's a mark here. It's a good juggling mark, but no, the umpire says it is a free kick, and a free kick will go the way of the Glenelg boy. And is that Salopek down there? Goes with a hand pass back to Culpet. It's Culpet's. That's about his 6th kick. Gets it across now to Benny Moore. Moore now goes with a hand pass across here to McEntee. Goes with a little left foot kick. And it was ineffective though. Miller couldn't keep the ball in play. And it's out on the full in fact. And the long sleeve Thomas will take this kick right in front of our broadcast point on the wing in front of the members stand.
Thomas now with a kick. One of the ladies in the crowd had to retrieve the ball. She wasn't too happy about getting that either. I think she's a Glenelg supporter, but the ball now is with Thomas. Centre wing, grandstand side, kicks in towards centre half forward. Out comes Georgie Verco, gets it to Bowden. Handball there to Brett James, running through half forward. He's lost the handle on the football. Comes out to Salopek. He kicks out towards Backwell on the outer wing position. Needs to pick it up, does so now. Looks out for Sujay Cook with a in comes Bryce Campbell, tried to clean up the pack. Players going in everywhere. Bowden's in there. Also Salopek comes out towards Bowden. Gets a quick kick forward. Norwood there through numbers. Thomas gives it to Gallagher. Another one there to Dawes. Little kick. Comes out there towards Ball-Ace. Ball-Ace centre wing, grandstand side. Little kick in. That's a good mark there by Barnamucci on the half-forward position. He moves the ball on quickly. Wheels around on the left foot. Down there looking for Grundy, but Parker takes a good mark. Good saving mark and plays on.
Out comes Parker now. He's on the Crows list. He goes out towards the outer half-back flank, and it's going to be Reevil racing through. Shows a bit of dash too. Gets it across to Nearly definitely puts the ball on the foot and kicks down towards half-forward, and it will go, I think, across the line and out of bounds. On the half-forward line there, the Bays in attack. They're 1 goal straight, 6 points, and we've got Norwood just the one behind 1 point, the Beechwood home scoreboard, and our statsman Paul Blandis.
Yes, Heath Colbert, 5 kicks, 1 handball, 1 mark, and Daniel Reeves started well, 1 kick, 2 handballs and 2 marks. 5.5
minutes gone in the opening quarter. We might see what's happening around the grounds as that throw-in is affected. Around the grounds, thanks to National Wireless two-way radio. Our first man at Richmond, here's Brady Dell.
6 minutes gone here at Richmond, and Westies are in the front by 1 solitary point. 1 rushed behind to Westies. Central's no score. Now here's Daniel at Woodville.
Yeah, down at Woodville, it's the 7-minute mark down here, and it's Port Adelaide 2 straight behind. Eagles yet to score. Now it's across to Ben Footnote at Prospect.
Yeah, here at Prospect, North Adelaide 2 goals 12, leading South Adelaide 1 straight goal. Back to the Adelaide Oval.
And back here, the action is on the outer wing. Cranston went with the hand pass, comes out now to Moore. The Glenelg skipper drops the ball in short, but Thomas has been most impressive in the opening minutes of this game. Took a good relieving mark.
Gives the handball off to Brett James. Another long one there to Bryce Campbell. James is there if he wants to give it to him. Does so now. James now runs grandstand side. Looks out there for Bowden. He's had a bit of the football already as well. Goes to play on, runs around Backwell, takes him on. Great stuff. Kicks it on the left foot down towards half forward, but Sherwood in front of Burke on that occasion takes a good saving mark. Plays on, handballs there to Parker in the middle of the ground. Another handball over the top there to Nearly, running through the cricket pitch area. A long kick down towards half forward. In comes Reevil, tapped it in front of him. That was good work by the young fella. Kicks it to the goal square, but Bowden taps it through for a rush behind. But great movement of the football there by the Bays. Great stuff there by young Reevil. And Glenelg move on to 1 goal, 1-7 behinds, and Norwood 1 point.
So, young Reevil, sorry, I was just having a breath then, Grant, and you have a drink of water. That was a spectacular mark, that one. On the outer side of the ground, and the boy who took that mark, he is Salopek. I think it might have been 2. His kick, though, was ill-directed, and Thomas chips in, and he has been a wonderful player in these opening minutes, playing across half-back, took the mark, goes in short, gets it across to Campbell. Campbell on now to Brett James, who's had a swag of kicks too, and his kick is another short one, and he finds Matthew Dawes. Matthew Dawes, the vice-captain of the Redlegs now. Another nice-looking kick in towards the centre of the ground. Up they go. Verco was in front, couldn't take it. Swung off the ball there was young Reevil, but still got his foot to it. Taken away here, though, by the boy there in the legs. Courage shown there by a couple of Glenelg boys. His eyes in tiny, just on the ball. Stafford was one of them, and Mules was the other. They both went down, picked up here by the Norwood team. A kick comes out now to Barnamucci, and that was a good kick by Hazel to a centering kick, and Barnamucci's got the mark. 30 metres out from goal, and a chance to bring up a goal here to the Redlegs. Comments from Jared Cotton.
It was a great hit by Timmy Hazel coming out from full forward and then backed it up and intercepted the ball, and he's got great poise, Timmy Hazel, and set it up for Matty Barnamucci to should probably finish from here.
Stephen Salopek, 2 kicks and 3 handballs, has been very good.
Barnamucci comes in on the left foot. That's a great looking kick. He's put it straight through the middle for Norwood's first goal of the game. Norwood move on to 1 goal, 1-7. The Bays 1 goal, 1-7 on the Beechwood home scoreboard. And Jared, Timmy Hazel, very smart footballer, just to pick out the teammate on that occasion.
Certainly is. Every time I've seen him play, and I've seen Norwood play a few times this year, he's very good hands. That's why they're probably playing him at full forward at the moment, but he can play in the midfield or across half-back as well. He's a very smart player.
9 minutes have gone in the opening quarter. The scores are locked together, 1-1-7 apiece. Let's go around the grounds again for National Wireless two-way radio. At Richmond, here's Brady Dell.
9.5 minutes gone here. 9.5 minutes here at Richmond, and Westies are 1-1-7 to Central's no score. Now here's Daniel at Woodville.
There's a 10.5 minute mark down here at Woodville. It's Port Adelaide 1-2-8. Eagles yet to score. Now let's cross to Ben Footnote at Prospect.
10 minutes gone here at Prospect, and North Adelaide leading 2 straight goals 12 to South Adelaide 1-1-7 for the Adelaide Oval.
Back here at the Adelaide Oval, the ball's in the goal square for the Bays. Out comes Nitschke there. He's tackled. Salopek goes in. He's tackled there by Patfull. Players going in. Daniel sees the ball over the line, and the boundary umpire comes in to throw the ball in 3 metres around from the Glenelg goal. Paul Blandis.
Some big numbers for Glenelg. Culprit 6 kicks, 1 handball. Daniel Reeble started in great form. 3 kicks, 3 handballs and 2 marks. Salopek's up to 5 disposals.
Umpire throws the ball in. Salopek has a fresh air shot. Comes out now towards that player in Lewis. He goes long down the side of the ground and picks out Burko. Burko half back there for the Norwood side. Kicks long down towards centre half forward. Big Gibson's there. Oh, that's a good mark by Parker in front. Free kick was played, but his play on advantage comes out there to Nearly. Nearly kicks long down towards half forward, looking for Culprit. He's had the ball on a string. He runs inside 50. Have a shot at goal. You're on fire, son! And he's missed it to the far side, though, for a behind to the Bays. But Culprit, Jared's been very damaging.
He's on fire. Last time I saw him play against Centrals, and he had about 38 or something that day as well, but he's backing it up today.
Just looking at the score of the AFL, we've got Melbourne and Essendon locked together 5-2, 32 apiece. So interesting stuff, thrilling stuff there in that elimination final. Of course, the winner of that one will play the loser of tomorrow's game between Port and Geelong. The action now is on the outer wing. It's going to be picked up here by the Norwood team. Just trying to pick up that boy over there. It's a long way from here, though. The action now back still on that wing position as we find Parker kicks the ball. It was a dribbly little kick this time, and the mark has been taken by Joel Patfull. Coming in now, Patfull, originally a forward, playing down back these days and doing it very well. That might have been a free kick, I reckon, for in the back, but the umpy was... perhaps, no, what's happening? No, he is going to pay the mark. In fact, in McEntee it was who took the mark across to Nearly. He's had some good touches too. Goes with the hand pass, and we find Big Cranston now kicking the ball. Good kick up towards it up. That's a good mark. Joel Patfull, a contender for the Paradise Community Church. Mark of the day at centre half back.
Comes grandstand side down there looking for Clements. Runs onto the football now. Under pressure there by Bob. Got a bad bounce. Comes out there towards Nearly. He's got players running for him. Bob now right on 50. Needs someone to give it to. Little kick centre the football, looking there for Miller. In come Nitschke. Good work there. Nitschke in the 1-2. Back there to Big Carlo Calabrese. His little kick comes out there to Bowden. Bowden on his own. Comes grandstand side. Looking there for the vice-captain indoors. He got a B-grade bounce there, and the ball has gone out of play at half forward for the Glenelg side. And both, as we've got a bit of a blood rule here, so one of the players looks like it's young Reeble coming off with the blood rule, and he's been a pretty good player early, Jared.
Yeah, he's had a lot of touches out on his wing, but I just think Norwood have got enough of the footy, but they seem to be breaking down across the half-forward line. Young Scotty Bowden's also played pretty well in the first quarter.
And Vlatko coming on for Reeble, so Vlatko will go to the outer wing position. But Reeble's an interesting one. He started off as a forward in his junior days. Now he's playing as a wingman and playing good football.
Waiting now for the throw in midway between wing and half forward. The Bays in attack. It's 1-2 to Glenelg, 1-1 to Norwood on the Beechwood home scoreboard. And James Gallagher thought he might have got a free kick there. No, maybe he wasn't ridden into the ground. And there's going to be a ball up here at centre half forward with the Bays in attack. Billy Nearly and James Gallagher just getting up after that, and there is a player coming off right now. It's Allison coming off and big Matty Golding going up into the goal front. Calabrese gets the tap out. I don't think anyone's going to break clear this time. Brett James applying the tackle on the Glenelg opponent, and he won't get away from that. And there will be a ball up once again, pretty much in the same position. It was Stephen Salapak there trying to burst his way clear. There's the bounce now. Up they go. Calabrese might have got that one. A hand pass, a sly little hand pass too from Cook. And got it across to Salapak. That was good football. On to Nearly, on to Cook. And Cook, it is, he lines it up and puts it through. Great team football there by the Bays. And our statistician, his hand is writing furiously. Second goal there to Sujay Cook. He's kicked both of them for the Bays. 2 goals to 14 on the Beechwood home scoreboard, and leading Norwood 1-1-7. We played 14 minutes of this, the opening quarter. Comments from Jared Cotton.
Fantastic effort from Stephen Salapak there. I mean, he's got class written all over him, and probably if he didn't have the injuries, would be playing for Port Power in this final series.
And looking at some stats, Thomas has got 5 for Norwood, Gallagher's got 5, Bowden's got 5, and Brett James has got 5.
Back in the centre, Robrin's coming on for his first run, gets the ball down now, goes in again, but Bowden gets a handball over there towards Brett James. Another handball over the top there to Robrin. Oh, that's a great handball, his 100th game, looking there for Clement at half forward, can't pick the football up. Players going in, Horan's in there, he can't pick it up. Cranston, great work by the big man. And is there a free kick picked out of that? No, the umpire's going to come in and throw the ball up as he signals, wasting no time. Throws the ball up. Cranston taps it down, going in for a second effort. Good work there by the big man. Salopekka's in there as well. He can't get a handle on it. Comes out towards ball ace now for Norwood. Kicks it inside 50. Down there looking for Verco. Can't take it. Also Hazler's there. Picks it up. Handballs back there to Bartamucci. Just inside 50. Needs to centre the football down. Does so. Down there looking for Clement. Couldn't hold his feet. Big Cranston good enough to take the football. Handed off there to the running Sherwood. He's running through half back now. Goes down the side of the ground. He's had 2 bounces. He's got plenty of time. It's a long kick down towards 50. Looking there for Neely. And that's great work there by the Bays. Neely now right on 50. Kicks inside 50. Down there looking for Golding. The big fella. Can he take it? Can't do so. Great work there by Norwood and Patfull, mopping up, and he found his teammate there in Bratton.
And the ball has gone. It is a kick now to Bratton. He has been awarded the mark. And this youngster who shows tremendous ability, he's fought his way back into this Norwood team, comes in short, and on the outer side of the ground he's found a teammate in Verco. Verco now goes down towards the wing position. It's taken by Nitschke this time. Nitschke now, his kick though, tremendous courage. Aidan Parker.
He's put himself in that position a few times.
Hasn't he? Goodness me, with no thought of what injury could happen. And that was fantastic. Another contender for the Paradise Community Church mark of the day. He feeds it off to Culpert, who in turn drops the ball in short, and the mark has been taken on the outer side of the ground, and that boy there is James Miller, the left footer.
Comes in now, down there looking for Dolding, down at half forward. That's a great mark, is it? Oh, umpire said he got on someone's back there.
He did.
And Jonathan Robin will get the free kick. He plays on quickly, gave it over there to ball ace by hand. His kick, it's an up and under kick to the outer side wing position. Cranston's there, also Salopek, and Salopek takes a great mark. So he's playing an interesting role, Jared. He's sort of floating forward as well. He kicks it in towards the centre of the ground, nearly takes the mark. He goes with the back handball down towards Parker. He's given away some distance there. His handball again found Culpert. Oh, that's holding the ball. Great tackle there. And that was by Dawes. Fantastic pressure there by the vice-captain.
Fantastic pressure. That's what Matty Dawes is all about. Hard running, hard work, and he's a great tackler.
Matty Dawes now, number 13 for Norwood, and the vice-captain kicks the ball down towards the half-forward line. Didn't really back up that great tackle with good disposal that time, and we find the action though with the Norwood team. Could have been a free kick. I think it'll be a Glenelg free kick in that last line of defence. It is taken away by Moore. Umpire paid the advantage, and Brett Backwell takes a good mark, and obviously thriving on that chip that I saw him had at half-time in the reserves. Comes in now. Oh, look at the power behind that kick. It pays, doesn't it? And the mark has been taken by young Lucas Block. In he comes, nice little short kick, and he's found Heath Culpert across there at centre half back. He was about to play on, but didn't go over the mark, so the umpire let him go back. He's got beautiful disposal, hasn't he? There's an example of it. Comes out here now to Ben Moore, racing through the wing position. A big long kick right up in towards the teeth of gold. His target, no doubt, is Golding. It comes off hands, though, picked up by Gallagher. Gallagher now, the Crow from the half back line, brings it back down towards the wing. Up they go. It eludes all players, strangely enough. Paul Sherwood trying to keep the ball in play, but it's gone across the line and out of bounds on the true centre wing position. Our statsman, Paul Blandis.
Heath Culpert, 9 kicks, 1 handball, 3 marks has been very good. Ben Moore's 5 kicks, 1 handball, 2 marks as well. And Neely's up to 8 disposals for the Tigers.
And just with an AFL score too, Melbourne and Essendon 5 goals to apiece, so a very tight contest there as the umpire throws the ball in. Tap forward there by Cranston. It's at half forward there for the Bay side. Ball's got a push in the back play on, said the umpire. Comes out to Sujay Cook, evades a couple, gives it over Culpert with a slick handball. Another one to Neely. Neely kicks to the goal square. Big Golding's there. Can he put the big arms? Oh, the big fella nearly took that. A good spoil in the end by Patfull and knocked it through for a rush behind to the Bay side.
Inside 50s in favour of the Tigers, 16-6.
Glenelg move on to 2 goals, 3-15. Norwood 1 goal, 1-7. And we'll go around the grounds thanks to National Wireless 2-way radio. Here's Brady Dell at Richmond.
At Richmond, it's all locked up, 1-1 apiece. Now it's over to Woodville at Daniel at Woodville.
Yeah, down here at Woodville, it's a 20-minute mark down here. It's 4-2-3-15, leading the Eagles 1-1-7. Now let's cross to Ben Footner down at Prospect.
20-minute mark here at Prospect Oval, and it's North Adelaide 4 straight goals, 24 points, to South Adelaide 1 goal for 10 points. Back to the Adelaide Oval.
Back here at Adelaide Oval, the ball's with Bryce Campbell, goes the outer side of the ground, down there looking for Gunning, but it was a good mark over the back there by Statham, took the mark, gave it off there to Nearly at half forwards, put it on the carpet once, runs to 55, kicks to the goal square, down there, the big fella is strong, he come through like a raging bull and took a great mark. He's only 5 metres out from goal, and Jared, he's very impressive as a youngster.
Very impressive, and reads the play very well, just led forward, then went back around and led again and came across the pack and took a very strong mark in front of, I think it's Thomas who's on him at the moment, Koff.
Only 20 years of age, he'll play for the base for a lot of years to come as he comes in. He's put this one through for a goal after a great build-up to the base side. They move on to 3 goals, 3-21. Norwood 1 goal, 1-7. And Doug, that's another contender for the Paradise Community Church mark of the day.
We've seen a few. It's tailor-made for the big mark today, isn't it? I mean, the sun is out at the moment, but there's a bit of cloud around too. As I look up into the hills, there might even be the occasional shower coming down on some of the sporting activities. Our own Kerry Newman, I know, in a netball grand final as I speak. So all the best there, Kerry, up there at Woodside. Our stats man, Paul Blandis.
Marks well in favour of Glenelg, 25-17 at this stage. 3 contested marks to 1 contested mark for Norwood.
It's the action here on Life FM, and welcome again if you're listening to us on the internet. There's the bounce up, beautiful bounce up there from the umpire. Jonathan Robin got the tap out, but taken away by Lucas Block. Went with a hand pass, taken by Robin again though. Gets it across here to Bratton. He brings the ball down towards half forward. He looks down here for his skipper in Brett James. He waited for the ball on that occasion, and it didn't exactly bounce to him. It's on the ground once again, and there'll be a free kick paid here to Norwood. And it will be a free kick to Matty Dawes. Went with the hand pass to Ball Ace. Ball Ace is going to drop the ball in short. Thumping it away there, or trying to, was Parker. It was effective. A hand pass came out there from Colford. Gets it across here to his teammate, the little left footer, that boy down there. It was McEntee. He's a natural right footer, I think. Comes back to Colford again. My goodness me, is he up to 10 in possession so far? Kicks in towards centre half forward. It comes off hand. Sutterpack. Wonderful football. James goes ping, and he's offline. Puts it through for a minor score. Glenelg move along to 3 goals, 4-22 on the Beechwood home scoreboard. And we've got Norwood 1-1-7, 21 and a half minutes of the opening quarter. Paul Blandis.
Heath Colbert is up to 13 disposals. Billy nearly up to 11 for the Tigers.
As Patwell brings the ball in, goes short there to Daniels. Daniels marks him 30 metres out from his defensive goal. Goes long, straight down the middle of the ground. Looking there for Robin. It was a poor kick though. Comes out the back towards McEntee. He can't pick it up. He's got Parker there. Parker picks it up, kicks the outer side of the ground. He's got Backwell in space. Kicks it long there to Statham. Glenelg are running. This is good football, good build-up. Kicks it down to Salapack. He's another one. He's brought his own football here today. He's taken the mark on 50. He's hemmed right up against the boundary line. Centres the football back there. Colford. And can someone stand that man, because he's had about 15 touches of the football already, and we've only played 22 minutes in the first quarter.
He's been fantastic, but it's just not Colbert either. It's their whole midfield at the moment. It's just showing the ball around, and Norwood have got no accountability at all.
And can someone take the runner out to Heath Colbert, because I've got repetitive strain injury. He's up to 14 disposals.
As Colbert now comes in, he'll kick from just inside 50. He's normally a very good look at the football. As he comes in, it's drifted off to the far side, and that's through for one behind there to Colbert. So that takes Glenelg now to 3 goals, 5-23 to Norwood, 1 goal, 1-7 on the Beechwood home scoreboard.
Well, I think Colbert's performance makes Simons Black seem pretty average last night.
That's saying something as well.
It is. In comes the kick in now. Trying to find a target there. Norwood certainly falling down across half forward. This time little Backwell for Glenelg. Keeps the ball in front of him. He's got it out there on the 50-metre line for Glenelg. They've still got it in attack. A hand pass there from Salapack again. A big kick by Glenelg. But a good mark here. A good mark this time is taken in that last line of defence by Patfull. Very, very good overhead is Patfull, although he took that one on the chest. He gets it across here to Jonathan Robert. He's actually in the goal square, the defensive goal square for Norwood. The backdrop of the cathedral. It's a wonderful sight here at Adelaide Oval. And what's happened?
A free kick, is it?
It's a free kick. It must be a free kick to Jonathan Robb. Not sure what that was for, but in his 100th game, it's fair enough, I think.
He'd already taken the mark. They said, have a free kick as well. He goes the outer side of the ground, down there looking for Thomas. That's a good mark in front. Handball's out there towards Bowden. He goes short again, down there looking for Bratton, and Bratton takes a good mark in front of Salapack on that occasion. Bratton now at half back for the Norwood side, looking for numbers as everyone pushes back behind the football. Little kick forward, goes there to Bowden. He's had plenty of football already. He's probably had about 10 touches as well. Bowden on the wing. He's at the outer wing position at the moment in front of the Victor Richardson gates, just holding up players. as Glenelg have pushed all their numbers in front of the football. He goes long down towards half forward, but Golding in front can't take the mark. Dawes is at the front of the pack. He goes in there, but the ball has been knocked free, and the umpire will come in and throw the ball in at half forward for the Norwood side. Stats, Paul Landis.
Yes, Bowden, 6 kicks, 2 handballs, 2 marks, been very good.
We'll go around the grounds again in just a moment, hopefully with a score soon. And from a Red League point of view, we hope it's for your team, because at the moment they are lagging just a little bit. So 23 plays 7, 24 minutes of the quarter gone. Yeah, let's go around the ground again now, thanks to National Wireless two-way radio. And first up, Brady Dell at...
Yeah, quarter time here at Richmond. Westies 128, Central's 117. Now here's Daniel Beasley at Woodville. It's 26-minute mark down here at Woodville, and it's Port Adelaide 2-4-16. The Eagles have just kicked the goal, so it's 2-2-14 to the Eagles. And now here's Ben Putner down at Prospect. 27 minutes in here at Prospect, and it's North Adelaide 5 straight goals, 30 to South Adelaide 2-4-16. Back to the Adelaide Oval.
And a nice little build-up here now for Norwood. Can they make something of this one? A hand pass comes out to Bartamucci, their only goal kicker so far. He can't grab it. Taken by Bratton. It's thumped on here by Campbell. Lots of courage shown there. Courage also from Ben Moore. He plays that way for the Tigers deep down in the his defensive zone. And the umpire comes in and says it's going to be a ball up. It's only about 15 metres out from the Norwood goal, and they would desperately love to put it through the big ones. They need it too, Grant.
Great work there by Hazel, just applying the pressure. The umpire throws the ball up only 10 metres out from the Norwood goal. In comes a player
it's
there.
Goal.
Bratton, was it? Oh, he's missed it to the near side. It was actually gunning, so that was a great snap there. Rode got the crumbs there and had a quick snap at goal. And as we can see, big Calabrese coming back onto the ground as a ruckman, and Robran having a spell. As the score now, Glenelg 3 goals 5-23, Norwood 1 goal 2-8. The ball goes to the outer side of the ground. Has it been touched, Jared? It has been, I think. The umpire will come in and throw the ball in front of the chapel stands, the southern of the chapel stands. The ball now, that's going to be big Golding up against Calabrese at half forward for the Norwood side. Umpire throws the ball in. Calabrese taps it down. Neely's in there, can't take the ball. But the siren sounds for quarter time here at the Adelaide Oval. And it's been all Glenelg in the first quarter. Glenelg move on to 3 goals 5-23. Norwood 1 goal 2. Umpire bounces the ball down. Cranston taps it over there to Salopek. Glenelg running through numbers again. Comes out the back wall. Centre wing, grandstand side. Got a poor bounce. Bowden goes into applies pressure. But the handball came out towards Salopek. His good kick there found nearly 55 metres out from goal. Will's on the right foot down there looking for Ellison. Can't take it on the half volley. In came Thomas. But Colpert gets a handball again to Doldig. He can't take it either. Campbell comes in for Norwood and sees the ball out of play right in front of the race here. 45 metres around from the Glenelg goal. But Jared, been a good start again to Glenelg.
Very good out of the centre, Stephen Salopek.
Umpire about to throw the ball in, 45 around from the Bay goals. It's a high up and under throw in as Calabrese backhands the ball, comes out towards Thomas now. He's been a good player for Norwood across half back, goes in there, good second effort. He's been set upon by a couple of Glenelg players. Sujay Cook's in there, good pressure there by that player. But the umpire will come in and throw the ball up 50 metres out from the Glenelg goal.
In the AFL, Essendon lead Melbourne by 6 points at the moment, 7-5 to 6-5. Taken away here, though, by the Bays. A dribbling little kick on this occasion by the player in Jack Horan, the former West Adelaide boy. It's deep in the attacking zone here for Glenelg, but nothing eventuating from this forward thrust. But you'd have to say, I reckon, Jared, that look at, given the number of times they've been in their forward 50, Glenelg, they've been a little bit wasteful with just 3-5.
Norwood is still in the game, and Glenelg have probably dominated, so they've considered themselves lucky there.
There was the ball up, but again, a pack of players, just a kick off the ground. It may have been the player there in Miller. The action now with the Norwood boy there who picked up the ball. It was Nitschke, but applying the tackle there was the player who has dominated proceedings so far in Heath Colpert. He applied the tackle, and the ball dribbles across the boundary line line, about 5 metres around from the behind post in Glenelg's attacking zone.
Umpire throws the ball in. Calabrese taps out the back of the pack, looking there for ball ace. He couldn't take it. In there is Block. He couldn't take it either. There's a free kick. It's a Norwood free kick against Block, and will go to Brett James. So Brett James on his defensive 50. He's had plenty of football as well, Jared, mainly in the back half at this stage.
He certainly has. His possessions haven't really hurt Glenelg at the moment.
James now goes the outer side wing where he's got Bowden on his own. He's been a good player for Norwood. Takes the mark, wheels around on the left foot, kicks it down towards 50. Gibson goes up, couldn't take the mark. Out comes the ball to George Furco. Tried to get the ball out to Matthew Dawes. The ball is in there. Moore is in there for Glenelg and held the ball up, and the umpire will come in and bounce the ball up at half forward for the Norwood side. Players setting themselves. It's going to be under the football. It was Parker, couldn't get the tap to it, comes out towards Nearly, handballed over the top towards Backwell. Backwell kicks down towards half forward, looking there for Miller. He dropped the sitter on that occasion, good enough to go in and pick it up. Need to get it out there to Sujay Cook, did so, but in doing so he threw the ball, said the umpire, so it'll be a Norwood free kick, and that free kick will go to Scott Bowden, who's, as we said, Doug, been a pretty good player.
Been a very, very handy player. Little left footer now, drops the ball in short. The mark's taken by Nitschke. He's caught with the ball, got the hand pass away to Bratton. He's caught without the ball. Now, umpire said it was all in the action of him getting rid of it. Bill Nearly was in there, and it is going to be the umpires, though. So it's midway between the wing and the half-forward line, and we have got Norwood in attack at the moment. There's the bounce up they go, up over the top there with Cranston. The boy did some rucking there for the VFL when they came across here a couple of years ago. And this time, though, he's been able to get the tap out, but it's landed in a pack of players, and the umpire will come in and ball it up once again. Paul.
And Bowden for the Redlegs, 8 kicks and 2 handballs and 4 marks.
Pretty handy sort of a performance. What about Culpet? What's he up to, about 16 now?
14.
14 so far. It's taken this time by Nitschke. Went with the left foot, but it was a fresh air attempt to kick it, but the umpy comes in once again, and there will be a ball up. Umpire Colin Ralston, tremendous experience with the AFL this year too, so it's on the centre wing position on the grandstand side.
15 players are in the ball up, Doug, as Cranston taps the ball down, comes out towards Brett James. He got a handball forward, comes out towards Gallagher. Gallagher back, handball towards Daniels. They're under a lot of pressure here from the Glenelg side. He wheels around on the left foot down there looking for Dawes. The captain of Moore over the top of Dawes, and Moore took a great mark, and that's a contender for the Paradise Community Church mark of the day. He kicks it down towards half forward. Great spoil over the back by Daniels. Comes out there towards Lewis. He tried to crash his way through, couldn't do so. Lucas Block comes in and applies the tackle, and umpire Ralston comes in to bounce it down at half forward for the Glenelg side. The score here at Adelaide Oval, Glenelg 3 goals 5-23, Norwood 1 goal 2-8.
Taken away this time by Sujay Cook onto his left foot. It's high. Thumped away again by Daniels. A hand pass comes out here to Brett James. Comes down towards the wing position. Almost a mark this time by Bartamucci. Couldn't do so. And a bit of a wrestling match with Bartamucci and McEntee right down in front of us. Umpire Colin Ralston comes in and controls things. The boys have settled down, and they're probably discussing Father's Day gifts tomorrow. Don't forget to buy Dad something. I'm not saying that just to be selfish. I'm a dad, but let's not forget him. Here's the throw in now, just down from our broadcast point, Calabrese and Cranston. Again, no one getting a decisive tap out. A hand pass came out that time from Culpet, got it across to Block. He drives it into centre half forward. Duldig overran the ball, picked up by his immediate opponent in Stephen Daniels, the former Port Power player. He kicks toward the centre half forward position, and Paul Blandis, who should be taking stats instead of clapping his beloved teammates or his team. But there is going to be a ball up. It's just on the attacking side of centre with Norwood in attack.
And we haven't moved out of the centre for a while, Doug. It's a bit of an arm wrestle. The ball is tapped down, comes out there towards Lewis. Handball there to Ball Ace. Now kicks inside quickly. Better work there by Norwood. Good attacking football, and Hazel's taken the mark. He's only 20 metres out from goal, directly in front. And Jared, after an arm wrestle, the ball broke free, and we got a shot at goal.
I was going to say, Cough, an arm wrestle, it certainly was. It took a bit of time to get into the forward line, but if Norwood can just get a couple, they're not that far behind. Glenelg haven't taken their opportunities, but if they get it in the inside forward 50, Tim Hazel's a good chance of kicking a goal.
It's only 3 goals to 1 at the moment. Low scoring game. Both sides are still in it, no doubt about that. Hazel with the football 20 metres out. He's off a step. As he put it through, he's kicked his First goal of the game. Great work there by Hazel. It was a pretty good lead as well by Hazel. Norwood now move on to 2 goals, 2-14. Glenelg 3 goals, 5-23 on the Beechwood home scoreboard. And now we'll go around the grounds thanks to National Wireless 2-way radio. Here's Brady Dill at Richmond.
9.5 minute mark here at Richmond, and Central's 4-28, leading Westies 2-14. Now here's Daniel Woodville.
The 6 minute mark down here at Woodville, and Luke Toy just kicked the first goal of the second quarter. Eagles now lead 3-2-20. Port Adelaide 2-4-16. Let's go to Prospect Oval with Ben Footner.
5 minute mark here at Prospect, and it's North Adelaide still 7-2-44, leading South Adelaide 2-5-17. Back to the Adelaide Oval.
Back here at the Adelaide Oval, the ball's on the outer wing, picked up by Daniel McEntee, the youngster here, one of the youngsters with the Glenelg team. Like the way he plays them, he's gone with a left foot kick this time, and it's an absolute shocker. And it lands right in the hands of a Norwood player. Can't pick him up, but we do find that Glenelg is still able to recover. The ball now comes down in the direction of Stephen Sutterpack, near the 50-metre line, and the ball's been knocked across the line and out of bounds.
I think the umpire didn't pay it, didn't travel the required distance. Stats, Paul Blandis.
That kick was so bad, I'm not even paying it.
Fair enough. The ever-reliable Paul Blandis, and at times slightly ruthless too. And he's a Glenelg man too, so I tell you what. That's good stuff. This time the Bays are going forward once again. The man down there who went for the mark was Allison. Couldn't take it though. A hand pass comes out to Bartamucci. Gets it across to James, the skipper. That's a nice looking kick, a beautiful kick. And Georgie Burko has taken the mark in the centre of the ground.
Right in the centre of the ground. Gives it off there to running Bartamucci. Bartamucci kicks inside 50. Up they. Oh, that's a good mark there. Is it paid?
It is.
It is being paid. And it looks like it's Grundy, and he's going to get a 25-metre penalty. So the youngster, All-Australian under-18 this year, up against Mules. Grundy took the mark, and the ball was kicked away. So this is going to bring Grundy about 25 metres closer to goal. So he'll be kicking from about 25 metres out. He's on a 45-degree angle. But Jared, I don't know if you've seen much of this young fella, but he's a pretty good shot on goal.
It is a good kick for goal, and we're sitting right behind it, so we should put it straight through, I would think.
Grundy comes in now. He pokes at it slightly. Oh, it's drifted off to the far side, and it's gone through for a behind. And it looked like that 25 was against McEntee, and he's been brought off the ground. So another score for Glenelg takes him to 3 goals, 6-24. Norwood 2 goals, 3-15 on the Beechwood home scoreboard.
Just watching David Noble, the Glenelg coach, just giving a few good words of advice here to young Daniel McEntee. He'll learn from that. Noble's a very, very good coach. There's a lovely kick out this time from the Bays, right back, almost into the... Well, it certainly went across centre half back. It was marked by Mules, brings it out now towards the wing position, and Glenelg now through Parker. He's going to drive the Bays forward. What's he going to do this time? He just goes with a little stabbing sort of a kick, and he's found his teammate down there too in James Miller. He's been reasonably impressive this afternoon, Miller.
He has been.
Gets the kick now, he's a left footer, drives it into the 50-metre zone once again, going to be picked up by Neely. No, he's got it back again though, went with a hand pass across there to Sujay. Snapshot, now that is a contender, that is the goal of the day so far, thanks to just great cars, and that's just a great goal, that one too. Sujay Cook, that's his 3rd for the afternoon, yet he hasn't been a real damaging player, apart from on the scoreboard.
Inside the forward 50, he's a very nippy sort of player and roves the pack very well, but it was really Billy Neely's goal there. Second effort was fantastic, and squared it off to Sujay Cook, and a great left foot snap. 10
minutes have gone in the quarter. We find it is the Bays. 4-5-29, leading Norwood 2-3-15. The stats man, Paul Blandis.
Billy Neely up to 15 disposals. He's had 4 this quarter. Culper's up to 16. He's had only 3 this quarter so far.
It's a race to 30 as the umpire puts it on the carpet. Calabrese cranks it over the back. In comes a player there. It looks like it was Bratton. Gave it off there to Brett James. His kick down towards half forward. Down there looking for Dawes. Good attack on the football. Gave it off there to Bowden. Kicks it inside 50. Down there looking for Grundy. It was a poor kick. Statham picked it up for Glenelg. Handballed over there towards Backwell. He centred the footy. Down there looking for McEntee. Took the mark. Played on quickly. Down there at half forward. Sujay Cook can't take it. Ball hits the ground. Gibson attacks the football. Comes out towards Brett James. Handballs back there to Thomas. Been a good player. Kicks down towards half forward. Out comes Hazel. Good spoil at the back. In comes a player there in Lewis. He couldn't take it either. Blocks in there for Glenelg. Glenelg. Gives it off there to the running mules, and he relieves the outer side in Reeville.
Reeville now with a bus on Main North Road as his backdrop. Kicks the ball in towards centre half forward, and Salapak. This boy is just super talented. Stephen Salapak. I think he barracked for St Kilda before he joined the Power, as he kicks it in towards centre half forward, and he finds Heath Colpert, who will go back and have a shot for goal, I would think, from about 50 metres, and this will be possession number 17, I think, Paul. Oh, what a game. The boy played about 20 games over at Carlton, went up to Darwin, as we all know, played up there, originally from central Victoria, from the Castlemaine area, as he goes back and will line up. He's a lovely kicker, the football, normally, and he comes now. Runs fairly close to the man on the mark, gets under it a little bit, but that's a beautiful kick for goal, and he's put it through, kicking into the St Donald Bratland stand end, and taken the Bays that little further ahead. 5 goals, 5 now. That's 35, and leading Norwood 2-3-15, the Beechwood home scoreboard. In the AFL, Essendon lead 10-6, 66 over Melbourne, 6-5, 41. As we go around the grounds again, thanks to National Wireless two-way radio. Here's Brady Dell at Richmond.
19-minute mark here at Richmond, and Central's 4-4-28, 3-2. Sorry to Westies, 3-2-20. Now here's Daniel at Woodville. Now down here at Woodville, it's the 11.5-minute mark. It's Eagles 4-3-27, leading 4-3-5-23. Let's go to Ben Footner down at Prospect Oval. 10-minute mark here at Prospect, and it's the coaches. How much? North Adelaide. North Adelaide 9-2-56. South Adelaide 2-7-19. Back to the Adelaide Oval.
Back here at Adelaide Oval, the ball's at half forward for Glenelg with Colpert. He kicks it long to the goal square, looking for Allison. He's taken the mark. Great work there by Allison, who was third in line over the back of Papful, and Allison, who's on the right side for a left-footer, Jared. That was a great mark.
It's a great mark. He's a good one-on-one sort of player, and it's a great kick from Colpert again, and he really is stepping up again later in the second quarter.
And if he kicks this goal, he'll be at 100% efficiency, because this will be his first touch for the day.
First touch, that's the way to do it at full forward. Allison now, he's only about 20 metres out from goal, but he's on a 45-degree angle. Normally a pretty good shot on goal as he comes in. He's off the long run on this occasion. The left footer. The ball will be going right to left. He's making everyone wait here as he comes in. It's a good-looking shot at goal. He's made no mistake there for his first goal of the game. Paul Landis is up as well. That's Glenelg, 6 goals, 5, 41 the Bays. Norwood 2 goals, 3-15 on the Beechwood home scoreboard. And that's another contender, Doug, for the Paradise Community Church mark of the day, and possibly a contender for the Just Great Cars goal of the day.
Oh, it could be, and it's all part of the Beechwood Homes match of the day. Comments from Jared Cotton.
Just on that, Cough, with probably Heath Grundy's miss for goal. If he had kicked that, there would have been 3 points behind, and the game could have been completely different. So it was a pretty big miss.
Waiting now for the ball to be bounced.
Blood rule, Doug?
There is the blood rule, and Allison is coming off, so not sure what happened there.
So he won't be able to add to his one stat. Paul Landis.
This quarter, Brett James, 4 kicks, 2 handballs, has been very busy, no question about that. Heath Colpert is up to 14 kicks and 5 handballs, is quite amazing. 19 disposals halfway through the second quarter is a great effort. And Salopek, 8 kicks and 5 handballs.
And as you said, Paul Allison, 1 kick and 1 goal, and I think it's 1 knock on the nose and 1 blood nose. So there we go. It's quite
it's a knee. Got a bit of blood.
Is it a knee? It's on the knee, is it?
Just an old scab there.
Just. Is that what it is?
The past weeks.
Yeah. So it's Glenelg 6-5-41 on the Beechwood home scoreboard, leading Norwood 2-3-15. The action back in the centre, and again it's Billy Neely this time with the hand pass, but taken by Bartamucci, who's been pretty prominent. But coming through from the half back line there was Clements, the boy from Kimber. That was good football. A hand pass goes out now to Gallagher. Here's a nice little build-up for Norwood. They're kicking the ball right up in towards the teeth of goal. Grundy was down there trying to wrestle his opponent, couldn't take the mark. It is picked up here though by the Bays. That boy might have been Nitschke. Oh, nice placement that time. It wasn't Nitschke, it was actually the boy Gibson. First time I've seen him, and he found Roden or Bowden. Bowden centres the ball. Wasn't perhaps the best of choices. It was to a contest. And he's let his team down, and I'm sure he knows it, but he's been a busy little player, has Bowden, and the umpire comes in and will ball it up about 45 metres out from the Norwood goal.
Umpire bounces the ball down, Cranston taps it over, comes out towards Salapak, very polished, kicks in towards the wing position, looking there for Miller, takes the ball, tap ball there to Raiders, gets his first kick in his last game of league football, kicks in towards centre forward, Sujay Cook's got the run of the football up against Nitschke. Gives it off there to the running Revel. He kicks inside 50. Golding's there. Can he take it? He's up against 2. Good ball there by Thomas. Ball comes to the front of the pack where he's got James. The skipper goes out to the side of the ground where he had Bartamucci. Another short kick. Comes out there to Borlace. Borlace, he's got himself snookered there up against the boundary line, but he's good enough to find Verco. And Verco takes a mark 60 metres out from goal, right in front of the Northern Chapel stand. He plays on quickly. Borlace has run forward. Good work. Kicks it down to the goal square. It's up goes Grundy. Also Gibson's there. Ball hits the pack though, and it comes down towards Statham. Comes grandstand side where he has got the running McEntee.
McEntee now drives it down towards the wing. He's also got the running Backwell, who grabbed the ball, but the ball had gone out of bounds, and there will be a throw-in. It's right down in front of our broadcast point here. The Beechwood Homes match of the day. We've got Glenelg 6-5-41, leading Norwood 2-3-15, and our statsman Paul Blandis working overtime.
Daniel McEntee up to 6 kicks, 2 handballs. Billy Neely up to 7 kicks and 9 handballs.
We'll go around the grounds in just a few moments as the throw-in takes place. Cranston grabs the ball, then went with a hand pass. Umpire says that's that rule that I don't particularly like. That's the one where
he said it was a throw.
Oh, he said it was a throw. Oh, that's fair enough. Well, I quite like that rule then. And Matthew Dawes has got the free kick, so the Norwood vice-captain, what a wonderful player he is too, played his 100th game. When was that, last week or the week before? It was certainly recently as it goes down towards the half-forward line. It comes offhand and has gone across the line and out of bounds. There will be a throw-in. Yeah, this is game number 102 for Matty Dawes.
Also did a good job on special comments the other week too when we had him up, so a good young fellow.
It was his first game at that. Yeah, we were very impressed with him actually, so and you would have played with him down there at Norwood too, Jared.
Fantastic man.
The ball 70 metres around from the Norwood goal. Oh, the ball has been taken out of the run contest there by Robin. He was wrapped up in the tackle straight away, which means it's holding the ball, so Golding will have the free kick. Gives a handball off to Salopek. Another short kick in there for Miller, and Miller's working very hard across half forward. He takes the mark on the wing position, grandstand side. Kick in towards the centre, found nearly. He's got the running Parker. Glenelg have got players running. Revel's there, but he can't take the mark. Comes out the back to Bartamucci for Norwood. Handballs over the top to Verco. Verco, centre wing, out of side of the ground. Goes long inside 50. Looking there for Gibson. He's up against Moore. It's the big and the short. Who can win? The boundary line will win as the ball goes out of play. A couple of metres around from the Norwood goal. Stats Paul Blandis.
No, just updated the score of the AFL. Essendon 11-6, Melbourne 6-5.
Jeez.
Go the Bombers.
I still reckon they're a bit of a dark horse, you know. Could be interesting. So the throw-in now to take place. It's deep in the attacking zone for Norwood. They desperately want to grab something this time if they can. Comes out in the direction of Matty Dawes. He'll go with the hand pass to Borlace. 45 metres out from goal. He was going the wrong way though. Gets it across to Timmy Hazel, the former Hawthorn boy. He goes with a centering left foot kick. Brett James shows enormous courage there as he got in underneath that one. I reckon the umpy has paid a free kick this time.
Yes, too high.
And it might be too high, and Sujay Cook it is who will take that free kick. We better go around the grounds again because we haven't had a score for a little while. 20 minutes have gone in the second quarter here at the Adelaide Oval. It's Glenelg 6-5-41, leading Norwood 2-3-15, and the man at Richmond, here's Brady Dell.
22 and a half minutes gone here at Richmond, and Central's lead by 4-5-29 to Westies 3-3-21. Now here's Daniel at Woodville.
18 and a half minute mark down here at Woodville. Jacobs still leading 5-5-35. Put Adelaide 4-5-29. Let's cross back to Ben, putting it down at Norwood Oval. 16-minute mark here, and it's North Adelaide 10-3-63. South Adelaide just kicked a goal. Their third, 3-8-20. Back to Adelaide Oval.
And Ben, I reckon we've just seen the Paradise Community Church mark of the day here. James Miller took a beauty out there in front of us.
He's been playing well, Doug.
Hasn't he? So the action at the moment, though, is on the outer side of the ground. It was taken there by a grunt. He got the hand pass from Dawes. He drives it down towards the half-forward line. Verco, in turn, got it across there. May have been Bratton. No, this is Bratton this time.
He's gunning just on the ground.
Gunning. So, but mopping up, though, the Glenelg defence, and they're bringing it out there and doing it in fine style.
Comes out there towards Parker. Parker, short kick, comes out towards McEntee. The youngster now, centre wing, grandstand side, little kick over the top to Doldig. He's been playing well, gives it off by hand there to Parker. Parker now spins around. He was balking no one on that occasion, but he's found his teammate there in McEntee. McEntee looks down there towards Allison, inside 50, can't take it. Gallagher there, mops up for Norwood, handballs over the top to Jones. He's spilled it though, Allison's in there. Going to get the handball out. He'll just be content to hold the play up. But Brett James just uncustomary, I suppose. Just didn't take it cleanly on that
Certainly
occasion.
is. Normally he's fantastic with his hands, especially at ground level, but occasionally today he's probably fumbled a few.
35 out from the Glenelg goal. It's been a good contest so far. Umpire puts it on the carpet. Daniels taps it down to Dawes. Gives a handball off to the running Gallagher. He's been a good player as well, playing across half-back. Short kick in there towards Bowden. So a lot of players getting a lot of the football in this game. Bowden now kicks in towards Gunning. Can't take it. Good ball at the back by Parker. Rodman comes in. Game number 100. Gives it off there to Gunning. They put a saddle on him. He'll have to get a free kick on that occasion. And Gunning will take the free kick in the centre of the ground.
Gunning now, the left footer in towards centre half forward. Up they go. A big attempt to mark there from Grundy. Comes off hands, taken by Sherwood. He drops the ball in short, and McEntee, who's been a good player for the Bays today. He took the mark, and then with very, very fine disposal, got it across to Salapak, who's been a star today. Kicks in towards centre half forward. Miller came out to meet the ball, couldn't control it. There's Culpet now, gets yet another possession. Magnificent hand pass there as he was swung. That was brilliant football. On to Billy Nearly. This deserves to be a goal. I tell you what, you won't see a much better point though, as he's put it through at the southern end here at the Adelaide Oval for a minor score. The Bays 6-6-42.
You look like you're on the G-Whiz at the Royal Adelaide show there as you tried to ride that in for a goal, Goat.
I did try to ride it in for a goal, I tell you what. I think if I had one of those things at the show, though, the eyes would be closed. What have we got here? We've got Glenelg 6-6-42 on the Beechwood home scoreboard. Norwood 2-3-15, and we have played 23 minutes of the quarter.
The ball now with Bryce Campbell. Goes the outer side of the ground, looking there for Gallagher. Takes a mark on his defensive 50. Just holding up play. Got Allison on the mark. He's been a good player as well today for the Norwood side. He goes long down there looking for Grundy. Grundy on a long lead. That's better play there by Grundy. He's gone a long way up the ground. He's on the outer wing position. It's taken a good mark. He'll go long with a kick down towards half forward. Players setting themselves. Thomas is there. Can't take it. Players going in. Golding's there. Hazel can't take it. Thomas gets the handball out now. Comes out towards the Glenelg player there on Backwell. Backwell goes back there looking for Statham. He centres the ball to the running Moore. Glenelg are away again with numbers. Moore gets around Bratton. Kicks into the centre of the ground where Raiders takes a mark. Good mark there by Raiders. He plays on quickly, wasting no time. He's got the running Golding, and in storming out from full forward, takes a good mark in front of Gibson, and Golding, the player there in Golding, will have the shot on goal from about 45 metres out. Been very impressive, Jared.
He's been very good, but it was fantastic play from Glenelg coming out of their back line. They shared it around, and Benny Moore's been great off a half-back flank.
So Daldy now coming in. He's already kicked one in the first quarter. Be kicking from about 45 metres out, just about directly in front. It's a wobbly old kick, but it doesn't matter because it's travelled straight through the middle of the goal for his second goal. And Glenelg now move on to 7 goals, 6-48. Norwood 2 goals, 3-15 on the Beechwood home scoreboard. Now we'll go around the grounds thanks to National Wireless 2A Radio. Here's Brady Dill at Richmond.
Half time here at Richmond, and Central's 4-5-29 to Westies 3-4-22. Now here's Daniel at Woodville.
Yeah, down here to the 23rd minute mark, down here at Woodville. Eagles 5-5-35, leading 4 by 4 points, 4-7-31. That's across the Benefort, no down at Prospect.
Down here at Prospect, it's the 22nd minute mark, and South Adelaide's kicked the last 3 goals. There, North Adelaide still leading though, 10-4-64 to South Adelaide, 5-8-38. And it's back to the Adelaide Oval.
And back here, there's a free kick paid here to Scott Borlace, the wonderful on-baller with Norwood. Kicks into centre half forward. Grundy it is, who's really coming into the game quite a bit. Gets the hand pass away there to his skipper, and Brett James. He swings the ball down towards the half forward line. I think it's going to beat all players. No, it's still in play. Bartamucci's down there battling for it, and very, very close to the 50-metre line. And it's gone out of bounds, and there will be a throw in. Our statsman, Paul Blantis.
Brett James, 8 disposals this quarter. He's got 9 kicks and 6 handballs for the game. And Bowden, 5 kicks this quarter. He's up to 11 kicks and 2 handballs.
Throw in, up they go. It went over the head of the 2 ruckmen there. The ball is picked up here, though. Will be picked up by Grundy. He went with a hand pass, got it across to Brett James, who slipped. Must be a little bit slippery out there. I've seen a couple of players go down. I think it was Dawes who got a hand pass away there. And the ball is on the ground. A hand pass came out from Gunning. Will he get it again? Gunning, he's a left footer. Opts to go with a hand pass this time. Got it across there to Brett James. A lovely centering kick this time, and he's found Scott Borlace 40 metres out from goal, almost directly in front. Borlace, again, very, very good vision. Unselfishly passes the ball off I guess there was an element of risk in it, but the mark's been taken by young Gunning about 30 metres out from goal. That was good football, Jared.
Fantastic football, and like Paul said, Brett James has had a fantastic quarter and he's just trying to get Norwood back into this game, but his hands have been a little bit rough at times, but overall his number of possessions has been fantastic.
Gunning comes in, shoots from 40, and he's put that one straight through the middle. That's a great goal there by Gunning. And he's had a bit of the football, Jared, since coming onto the ground.
He has. He's had a little bit of spark since coming off the interchange bench, but I've been pretty impressed with Scotty Bowden. He's been doing a job on the wing, and he's been very impressive.
He's had 4 touches since coming onto the ground, so Glenelg now 7 goals, 648. They're leading Norwood 3 goals, 321 on the Beechwood home scoreboard, and there's been another change as well. Big Carlo Calabrese coming on and Robin coming off for another spell, so there's obviously time changes there where the big ruckmen are having a spell on the bench. Stats, Paul Landis.
Great statement this quarter, 3 kicks, 3 handballs, been very busy. Daniel McEntie's up to 7 disposals this quarter.
As the bounce up on the centre of the ground, a hand pass again from Brett James. My goodness me, he's had a great quarter. Got it across there to Gallagher with his left foot. Wonderful skills either side of the body. Gets it on now to Matty Dawes again. Goes with the left foot and again showing what wonderful skills he's got on either side of the body. Taken by Grundy, and just as he was about to grab it, although he was under a lot of pressure there from Parker, the siren has sounded for half-time here at the Adelaide Oval, and we see Glenelg going in with a fairly handy break at the long interval. 7 goals, 6 of 48, and leading.
Grundy's playing well, and then who else we got? We got big Chad Gibson as well.
He struggled a bit today.
Yeah, but he's another guy. He's a young player. He's in the under-18 carnival at the start of the year. All these boys are getting very tired, and you're asking them to play centre half back and centre half forward in your league side. You're not playing against kids their own age. It's a big step up, and there's plenty of time for those 2 young fellows.
Umpire has the ball to get play underway. The second half, the final half of the season, in fact, for both Norwood and Glenelg. And it's the Tigers going forward first. No, it comes back to Glenelg. Comes back there to Matty Dawes with a left foot kick into centre half forward. Has he got a target up there? He looks for Thomas. It falls out of his hands, and players are all wrapped up there. Aidan Parker applying the tackle. Jared Cotton.
Just quickly, Doug, it looks like they've got Brett James playing one out in the goal square for Norwood.
Brett James, that's interesting. It's a very, very interesting. There's no doubt he'll find the ball, but he's hardly a target up there. I mean, he only stands about 5'8". Taken away here, though, by Backwell. Kicks the ball into centre half forward. There's a good mark. Puts the long arms up. Stephen Daniels at centre half back there for Norwood. Took a good, strong defensive mark.
Goes the outer side of the ground. He's got Bowden. Takes the mark. Kicks down there to half forward. He's got Gunning. But over the back is Verco. Stormed out. Took the mark. Turned around. Played on quickly. Looking down there for James. He's worked there. Went under the football. Came out the back to Aidan Parker. Parker now goes the outer side of the ground where he's got the running Moore. The captain. He's been very good. Kicks it down towards half back. He's got Backwell there. Gives a handball off there to Neely. Neely now put on the carpet once, gave it off there towards Statham. It was actually Miller, kicks it down towards half forward, looking there for Salopek, can't take the mark, players going in after it, Itchke's in there for Norwood, can't take the football, players falling in over the ball, and the umpire will come in and throw the ball up at half forward for the Glenelg side. Been a pretty good contest so far. Move already. Looks like Bartamucci off, and it's going to be Lewis back on for the Norwood side.
Waiting now for the action with it's Reevil coming in. He's impressed me today. 19 years of age. He went in very, very hard for the ball there. Didn't get it. Taken this time by Lewis. Lewis goes with a hand pass across to Ball Ace. He centres it now towards centre half forward. Good mark. A contender this time for the Paradise Community Church. Mark of the day. And Grundy it is who puts the arms up and takes that good mark.
Grundy now kicks inside 50. Looking there for Thomas. Can't take it. Good sprawl over the back by McEntee. Parker picks up the crumbs. He's been good. Gives it off there to Moore with a handball. His little kick's gone over towards Backwell. Backwell now comes grandstand side, and the mark has been taken just inside the field of play by Neely. Neely now, he's had plenty of the football as well. Could feature in the votes at the end of the game. Neely been a very good pick-up for the Glenelg side. Kicks long down towards half forward. Looking there for Salopek. Over the back is Gibson. Charged the pack. Good work there by Cranston. Gave it off to Sherwood. He's got Backwell on his own to centre half forward. Kicks it inside 50. Looking there for Allison. Great sprawl there by Patwell. He goes after it again. The youngster. That was fantastic play as Patwell now plays onto the outer side.
And Patwell finds Gunning on the outer side of the ground. The left footer swings it in towards centre half forward. He looks down here. There'll be a free kick.
50.
I think it's 50, or it's down the ground, and the free kick's been paid here to Tim Hazel.
No.
And the player may have run over the mark. I'm not
came
sure.
from behind.
Did he come from behind? Did he? He must have called play on and back. Will get yet another possession. He's done well this quarter. He gets down here for Glenelg. The boy from Millicent puts the big mitts up in front of his face and takes a good strong mark. Under a lot of pressure there and takes this mark. He'll kick from about 51 metres. Paul Blandis.
After 9 disposals in the first half, Brett Backwell's opened up with 5 so far this quarter in a minute.
In a minute. It's amazing.
Big Doldig, he is as strong as Knox. He could be down at the show chopping wood this week.
I think he's heading down there tonight, actually, and he can come out to our place and chop a bit because we've got a load delivered.
As Doldig now comes in as a shot from 50. He's missed it at the far side, though. He hasn't got the kicking boots on at the moment, as there's been another change. McEntee is off and blocked back on for the Glenelg side, but there'll be a free kick and it'll go to Daniels after he retrieves his own football. But the score here at the moment at Adelaide Oval, it is Glenelg 7 goals 648, Norwood 3 goals 321 on the Beechwood home scoreboard. The ball now with Daniels, kicks in short down there looking for Dawes. He's put him under all sorts of pressure. Miller picks it up, handballs to Salapak, tries to get around Dawes, has a shot on goal, but he's missed it to the near side and it's gone out of play on the full, and they nearly muffed it up on that occasion, Darren.
He probably should have tried to centre that ball then, Salapak.
Had he kicked it, it would have been the Just Great Cars goal of the day, no doubt at all. As we'll go around the grounds in just a moment, as another jet plane comes in over the top of North Adelaide as we look down towards the northern end goals. A hand pass from Allison, got it across to Doldig again. There's the big bloke aiming at the uprights as he put this one through. I think he has. That's his third goal for the afternoon, and that's been a pretty impressive performance. And it takes the Bays along to 8 goals, 6-54. Leading Norwood 3-3-21, the Beechwood home scoreboard. And now we'll go around the grounds for National Wireless two-way radio at Richmond. Here's Brady Dell.
Not sure how long it's gone here at Richmond. We've got a dysfunctional clock. So anyway, the set score was Central's 5-6-36, Westies 3-6-24. Now here's Daniel at Woodville.
Yeah, we've only just started the third quarter. It's only 1 minute in. It's Eagles 7-6-48. The Port have just kicked a goal. 5-7-37. Let's cross down to Ben Footner down at Prospect.
Yeah, we've only just started the third quarter here at Prospect. There's still no change to the half-time scores. North Adelaide 10-5-65, leading by 20 points over South Adelaide 6-9-45. Back to the Adelaide Oval.
Surrounding the ground, the ball is with Culpet, breaks a couple of tackles, kicks it down towards half forward. Sujay Cook, great handball to block. Block kicks inside 50. It was a terrible looking kick. Came out there towards Salabek. Handball there to Miller. Miller from 20, puts it through with the left foot. He's been a good player today, Miller, and that was a great goal to the Bays.
Fantastic goal. Heath Couplet coming out of the centre line again. Great work, great centre clearance, but Miller's really offered up across half forward today, and it's probably something that Norwood's been lacking across half forward, a real presence, and he's been fantastic.
That's Miller's first goal of the game. Glenelg move on to 9 goals 660. Norwood 3 goals 321, and that's a contender for the Just Great Cars goal of the day. Stats, Paul Blandis.
Yes, James Miller, 7 kicks, 1 handball, 1 contested mark and 4 uncontested marks. 1 goal, 1 has been very good. Heath Culpet, 20 disposals to half-time. He's had 2 this quarter, up to 22. Brett Backwell, as I said, 5 disposals. He's up to 14.
Waiting now for the bounce. There it is. It's going to be Calabrese and Cranston. Cranston too, playing with a lot more aggression. That's good start. Comes out to Backwell, gets yet another kick. Mark it down, Paul. Kicks into the forward 50. Beautifully trapped on the half volley there by Salapak. Got the pass away in the direction of Culpet, but wearing him like a glove at that particular instance was Dawes. It comes out to Dawes once again. He went for the hand pass toward the boundary, and there will be a throw-in in front of the old scoreboard here at the Adelaide Oval, which shows Glenelg 9-6-60, leading Norwood 3-3-21.
Jared, how's the work of Culpet? He's pushed from the centre of the ground down to a forward pocket in the space of 10 seconds.
He's working hard. The whole game he's been working really hard.
Calabrese backhands the ball out of the ruck contest, but it's gone out of play again. Seen over the line there by Reeble, who's been a good young player as well today for the Bay side. Jonathan Robin about to make his way on. Stats, Paul Blandis.
Yes, Matty Doldig, he's had 4 kicks, 1 handball. He's taken 1 contested mark, 3 uncontested marks. 3 goals has been very good.
50 metres out from the Bay goal. Umpire throws the ball in. Players get in there. Culpet's in there. Can't take the ball. Also Dawes. Clement's in there. Can he get the ball free? Can't do so. Umpire comes in, hugs his chest, which means he's going to throw the ball up 45 metres out from the Glenelg goal. And Jonathan Robram, possibly, Jared, his last game for the Norwood Football Club.
You'd think so. He's probably coming towards the end of his career and probably will finish off with the 100 games.
Comes out there towards Dawes, running off his defensive 50. Looks there for Bratton, takes the mark, gives it back to Dawes in the 1-2. He goes long down towards half forward, but in front, Parker been very good today in front of Grundy. Parker now with the football across half-back, the former South Adelaide player.
He is the former South Adelaide boy. Of course, came across from the West and was upgraded from the rookie list at the Crows this year, as we know. Comes out now, got it across there to Sherwood, out towards the wing, and Ben Mules it is. The boy from down in the south. I think he's deputy vice-captain this year.
Been a bit quiet today.
He has been fairly quiet. Been playing down back, I guess, and perhaps the ball hasn't been down there that much. Goes in short. And intercepting it there was Bratton, did it well across to Jonathan Robran, who centres the ball, and that was lovely skills there from Robran. And Tim Hazel, the former Hawk, the Hawthorn boy, has taken the mark. He's got good skills too. He looks down here. Well, he looked down there for Grundy, but he was outnumbered about 1-3, and the mark was taken by Statham.
He goes back down there looking for Parker. Parker crosses play again where he's got Backwell. They've been unchecked. Goes over to Nearly again. No one's on these players. Nearly now running onto the football. He got a bit of a bad bounce. Oh, great spin there. Gave it off to Mules. Gave another handball off there to Salopek. Right in front of the Victor Richardson gates. Goes down towards half forward, and Doldig again steams out with a big barrel chest and takes another great chest mark. Goes inside 50. Down there looking for Allison and takes it.
Oh,
great mark. That's a contender for the Paradise Community Church mark of the day in front of Patfull. And he's probably, Jared, he's only probably similar to yourself in a way. He's probably 6 foot as a forward, and he does a good job as a leading forward.
Yeah, he can play anywhere on the ground. He's a pretty versatile player, but he's a very strong one-on-one player, and if he gets an opportunity to mark the ball, he normally does it pretty well. But and he's normally a pretty good kick for goal too, so you give him half a chance here.
He's kicked 1 goal, which was in the second quarter. He's hemmed right up against the boundary line in front of the northern of the chapel stands. Normally a pretty good shot on goal. He's on the right side for a left footer. Comes in now, puts it on the boot. It's going to go. It's going to lob in the goal square. Up they go. Culpet's up there. There's a kick off the ground. Touch, said the umpire, and it has gone through for a rush behind of the Bays. That takes them on to 9 goals, 7-61. Norwood 3 goals, 3-21 on the Beechwood home scoreboard, and the ball will be brought in by Gallagher.
Waiting for the kick in now, James Gallagher, the Adelaide Crow, of course, down towards the half-back line. Of course, he kicks, went with the big long kick, picked up by Billy Neely, got the hand pass out there to block the hand pass now to Sujay Cook. Goal number 4 could be coming up. There's his shot for goal, but just off target with that one. And the Tigers are peppering the goals here. Glenelg 9 goals, 8-62, leading Norwood on the Beechwood home scoreboard 3-3-21. Stats, Paul Blandis.
Billy Neely 2 kicks, 5 handballs this quarter. He's up to 25 disposals for the day.
Pretty handy performance as we go around the grounds again for National Wireless 2-way radio at Richmond. Brady Dell.
12-minute mark here at Richmond. Central 6-6-42, leading Westies 3-7-25. Now here's Daniel Beasy at Woodville.
Yeah, we've played 7.5 minutes down here at Woodville. It's been all Port Adelaide this start of the quarter. They kicked 3 goals straight, and they now lead 7-8-50, leading by 2 points against the Eagles, 7-6-48. Let's cross now to Ben Footer at Prospect.
Yep, South Adelaide have just kicked the last 7 goals of the game. They're now only a point behind. No, it's a level score, sorry. North Adelaide 10-5-65 to South Adelaide 9-11-65. South Adelaide making a real charge here at the moment. Back to the Adelaide Oval.
Ben, I sense a little bit of excitement in your voice there, Ben, too.
Your boys, Doug?
Yeah, or Ben's boys. His brother's playing for South. But no, interesting stuff. And, of course, Port Adelaide, as we know, if they win today and if Westies lose, then looking at the percentages, it'll be the Magpies contesting the finals as we speak. There is a goal here to Norwood, and that's a good goal, that one too, kicked by Tim Hazel. It's his 2nd for the afternoon. It's his 25th goal for the year, so he's hit the quarter of a century. And we find Norwood move along to 4 goals, 3-27, but well behind Glenelg on the Beechwood home scoreboard, 9 goals, 8-62. A comment from Jared Cotton.
Yeah, I was wondering when Brett James was going to go back into the middle, because he wasn't really doing much in the full forward position, but as soon as he went back into the middle, they got their hands on the footy, and Tim Hazel ended up with the ball. So it looks like he's setting up there again.
Back in the centre of the ground, looks like it's going to be Chad Gibson having a run on the ball for the Norwood side, up against Cranston. Gibson now comes in. Cranston taps the ball down, comes out towards Brett James, gets a little kick forward. It's gone up in the air, comes out there towards Salopek. Salopek now kicks down inside 50, down there looking for Doherty, can't take it. Culprit crumbs the pack, spins around on the right foot, has a shot on goal, but he's missed the woodwork and it's gone out of play on the full. But the crumbing work once again by Culprit was sensational.
He's having a great day out at the moment, Colbert. He's everywhere.
Stats, Paul Landis.
Just an AFL update. In fact, Melbourne 13-6, Essendon 11-10.
Ooh, very close game there. Patfull about to bring the ball back in for the Norwood side. Patfull now right up against the point post. Goes the outer side of the ground. Down there looking for Thomas and over the back. Gibson, that's a great mark there by the youngster. He flew over the pack, Doug, and that's a contender. Write it down for the Paradise Community Church mark of the day. Sensational stuff. And Salopek coming off the ground. He's injured, and it was McEntee to come back on. Ball in the centre of the ground. Comes out towards Culprit once again. Gets a handball clear. Great work there by Burko in the tackle. Statham's in there. There's a lot of players around this football, and the umpire will come in and throw the ball up in the centre of Adelaide Oval.
Yeah, Stephen Salopek was tackled in the centre of the ground. Young Michael Bratton, there was nothing untoward about it, but he just sort of slung him to the ground, and probably on the harder centre wicket area, he's injured himself. The kick, the Norwood kick down towards the half-forward line, but a good strong mark is taken by Raiders. He goes with a hand pass across to Parker. My goodness me, he's been like the Rock of Gibraltar as Paul Sherwood got that kick from Parker. His teammate, the vice-captain, that's a nice pass into the centre of the ground. Comes off hands, big Trevor Cranston picks it up. Good smother this time, though, by the Norwood boy there, and a great tackle by that same player. Pick him up in a moment. It might have been Bartamucci. No, it wasn't. It was Nitschke. The action now on the half-forward line here for the Blazers. Big Duldig came through, and goodness gracious me, he's like a shot from Millicent the way he charged through then. He was tackled, went without the ball, and eventually it's knocked across the boundary line, and there will be a throw. And it's on the half-forward line at the northern end here at the Adelaide Oval, not too far from the broadcast board on the members' side, where Grant Coffey is enjoying the game.
Enjoying it very much, and good to see Tony Simons doing the running for the Glenelg side. A former coach as Cranston taps the ball down, comes out to Nearly. His handball looking for block, but James was then there, tapped it out there to Borlase. Borlase kicks it down towards half forward, down there looking for Grundy, but once again it was Parker, took the mark, plays on, kicks in the centre of the ground for McEntee, gives off the running Statham, another handball to Nearly, another handball to Culprit. He can kick it long distances, he kicks it to the goal square. Allison's there and takes a mark up against Patfull. But Allison had a step on him, and he's taken the mark over the back of the pack, and Allison will have a shot. He's only about 2 metres out from goal. He's on a bit of an angle, but he's on the right side for a left footer. And once again, Jared, very strong in the hands.
Certainly is. And I was watching Allison then. He led and then pushed back, and it was a terrific kick by Colbert. Put it in the air, let him just sit under the ball and push his opponent under the footy. And he should really probably play around here and put it through, I would think.
And he's taken the mark 2 metres out from goal, but he's just about in the first row of the seats there, right
Very
up against the
rule,
boundary line. He's on the right side, he runs around, has a snap. He's put that through though. Has he waiting on the goal umpire? He's put it through for a goal. What a goal there to Allison, and that's a contender for the Just Great Cars goal of the day. We could have had it all on one there, Doug. The mark and the goal of the day. Glenelg now move on to 10 goals, 8, 68. Norwood 4 goals, 3, 27. And that is, as we're having a look at Allison's stats, his second goal of the game. Stats, Paul Landis.
Yes, Glenelg this quarter, 75% of the disposals compared to Norwood has just been amazing. Billy nearly 2 kicks and 7 handballs this quarter. Culprit has had 4 kicks and 1 handball. He's up to 25 disposals. Backwell's had 7 this quarter. Glenelg are running rampant.
They certainly are. They lead at the moment by some 41 points on the Beechwood home scoreboard. And for National Wireless two-way radio, we'll take you around the grounds again. And first up at the Richmond Oval, here's Brady Dell.
Roughly 18 minutes gone here at Richmond, and Central 7-8-50 to Westies 3-7-25. Now here's Daniel at Woodville.
13 minutes mark down here at Woodville Oval. It's the Eagles 9-6-60, leading Port Adelaide again by 10 points, 7-8-50. So back to they're putting it out Prospect.
Minutes in here at Prospect, and South Adelaide have taken the lead. It's 10-12-72 to North Adelaide 10-5-65. Back to the Adelaide Oval.
And back here, another goal has been kicked by the Bays as I speak. We'll pick up the boy in just a moment. Jared, I don't know whether you will get him in. It's young Daniel McEntee who's kicked that one, so we'll write that down. Number 19, he's been a good player today too. And the Bays 11 goals 8, which of course is 74, and leading Norwood 4-3-27. Paul Blandis. Hang on, Paul.
Daniel McEntee up to 14 disposals today, and a goal has been an impressive player.
Yeah, been one of the best games I think I've seen him play. And in the AFL, it's Melbourne 13-6, leading Essendon 11-10. Stephen Salapak still off the ground. Not sure what the injury was, but it was as a result of that tackle earlier on the Adelaide Oval wicket. Billy nearly got another tap out, another hand pass away there too. Trevor Cranston liked his game today too. But it's going to be the Norwood defenders in towards centre half forward. It was Nitschke. His kick but thumped away, taken this time by Statham. Kicks the ball down towards the wing, and McEntee mark him down again. He's taken a mark out there almost in front of the Victor Richardson Gates. Kicks the ball into centre half forward, and the mark's taken this time by Colpert. He goes back there with a hand pass. Another hand pass comes back to Colpert. Another hand pass from Colpert back to McEntee. He runs around a couple of players. May have been Lair-rising a little bit. Got himself in a little bit of trouble, but a lovely pass, and on the end of that is Paul Allison, who is running hot in this quarter.
Certainly is, and Glenelg have definitely taken the game away in this third quarter, and just doing what they want around the clearances and the stoppages. It's just becoming a little bit embarrassing for Norwood at the moment.
And Jared, he's on a very acute angle here, but the way he's been kicking the football, he's probably odds on to put this through.
Well, he leads the left side, so as the left footer, he's on the right side for him to kick the goal.
Allison now comes in, he's kicked two, one in the second and one in the third. He's about 35 metres out, comes in. It's a good-looking kick, but he's missed it to the near side for a behind to the Bays. Takes him to 11 goals, 9.75. Norwood 4 goals, 3.27 on the Beechwood home scoreboard as we're waiting for Stephen Daniels to bring the ball in, and Bryce Campbell about to make his way back on for the Norwood side. But the ball now with Daniels coming in, goes long down the centre of the ground, down there looking for Robin and Thomas, comes to the front of the pack, players going in after it. Also in there is Golding, he can't take the ball, and the umpire will come in and bounce it down at half forward for the Glenelg side.
Now, Jared, if you were Macca, and I know you played at Norwood, if you were Macca, what would your instruction be now?
Oh, just try and obviously fight the game out as much as possible and try and win the quarter or win at least the second half of this quarter. But at the moment, they're just getting smashed around the centre clearances.
The action now on the half-forward line here for Glenelg. Big Doldig was in there battling for the ball, couldn't do so. It's all wrapped up on the umpire. Free kick. And that's always tough when a player is at the bottom of a pack. It was Stephen Daniel there, and he's been penalised for holding the ball, and Matthew Doldig now with the free kick. The big centre half forward. He's kicked 3 goals today, and he can give it a fair old hoof. Look at that! He's kicked that one 60 metres off a standing start virtually. I tell you what, did he sink the foot into that? And he's put it through for a minor score. It's at Glenelg 11-11, 76-77. Hang on, 11-10, what am I saying? 11 goals, 10-76. Let's get this right, Doug. On the Beechwood home scoreboard, leading Norwood 4-3-27.
Gallagher kicks the ball in, down there looking for Robin at half forward, can't take it. Golding's in there, gets the handball. It's a little kick forward, looking there for Sujay Cook. Great handball to Horan. Another one back there towards Nearly. He gives off there to Mules. He kicks inside 50, and the player in black coat comes in and takes the mark, uncontested, and he's taken the mark 25 metres out directly in front, and great vision by the Glenelg players not to just blaze away with the football, Jared.
They've done that all day, though. They've looked inside 50 and haven't just bombed it into their forward line players. They've actually steadied up, had a look, and if there's a free man, they've normally hit him on the chest.
Stats, Paul Blandis.
Billy Nearly, 12 disposals this quarter. Is up to 31 for the day. He's had 10 handballs this quarter, and I'm out of room, so hopefully he has no more.
Now, there's only one player of the day, Doug, and Colpert and Nearly might have to share it at the moment because they've just been absolutely unbelievable. It just surprises me that they haven't been... No one's gone on to them as far as tagging them, but the ball is with Vlatko now. He's 25 out directly in front. It's a wobbly old kick, but it doesn't matter. He's put it straight through for a goal to the Glenelg side. Takes them to 12 goals, 10, 82. Norwood 4 goals, 3.27 as we see Robin come off and Gibson coming back on for running the ruck.
I think both Nearly and Colbert know that this is probably the turning point for the best and fairest, so they're just both trying to do each other for the best and fairest at the moment.
Sadly, Colbert, of course, got rubbed out through the years, so he won't qualify for the McGarry, but do you think...
you get a few votes.
I think so.
It'll be interesting, Doug. Hopefully they keep both those players for next year because they're very important players for the club. But it's time to go around the grounds thanks to National Wireless 2-way radio. Here's Brady Dill at Richmond.
23 minutes gone on here in Richmond, and Central's are 8-9-57 leading Westies 3-7-25. Now here's Daniel Beasley at Woodville.
It's a 19-minute mark down here at Woodville. It's been another seesawing affair this quarter, and it's now Port Adelaide up by 2 points again, 9-8-62, leading Eagles by 2 points, 9-6-60. So let's go to Ben, putting it down at Prospect.
Yeah, here at Prospect, South Adelaide have extended their lead. It's now to 13 points. South Adelaide 11-13-79, sorry. North Adelaide 10-6-66. Adelaide Oval.
And back here at Adelaide Oval, it's going to be the Glenelg forwards going forward again. But Norwood up to it here as the ball comes out towards the half-back line. We were just sort of caught off guard a bit there as we were listening to all those scores with tremendous interest. Goodness gracious me, it's been a fantastic last round of SANFL football before the finals. Young Gibson got the hand pass away to Scotty Borlase. He brings it down towards the wing on this occasion. Pumped away this time by Sherwood. Gets it out to Raiders in his final game with the base. Back to Heath Culpert, brilliant footballer. Back to Backwell back to Culpert, who drops the ball in short. It was taken there by the Bays, and the big boy in Goldie just goes thump and kicks his 4th goal for the afternoon in what's been a very, very good performance. Glenelg 13 goals 10, that's 88. And leading Norwood 4 goals 327, the Beechwood home scoreboard. Let's get a comment from Jared Cotton.
Oh, well, what can you say? Really, Glenelg are just running amok in this third quarter. They really are destroying Norwood on every probably part of the ground. And like I said before, it probably is getting a little bit embarrassing.
And Doug, next time we go around to the grounds, Ben Footner might be able to let us know that there was some talk of Damon White being left out of the North Adelaide side on standby for tomorrow's game. So maybe Ben can let us know that one the next time round as the ball back in the centre comes out there towards Borlase. Borlase kicks inside 50 down there for Brett James, one-on-one up against Mules, and he's taken the mark. Just great body work there, Jared, on that occasion.
Certainly was, and I mentioned before that I thought he was wasted up there, but there you go. It goes down there and he's taken a great strong mark one-on-one.
So they're obviously changing it full forward. It's like the under-9s here at the moment as James comes in now, has a shot on goal, and he's put it straight through the middle for his first goal of the game, and a much-needed one for the Norwood side. Takes them to 5 goals 3-33. Glenelg 13 goals 10-88 on the Beechwood Homes scoreboard, and that's another contender for the Paradise Community Church Mark of the Day.
We've had a couple of good ones today, haven't we, Paul Blandis?
Yes, certainly have. Looking at some stats this quarter for Norwood, Bartamucci, 9 disposals in the first half, hasn't had any this quarter. Bratton has only had 4. B. James has only had 2 this quarter. Clements has had 1. He's had a very quiet day indeed. Matty Dawes has been good. He's had 5 disposals. Borlase has had 5 kicks this quarter, up to 17 for the day.
As the sun shines here on Adelaide Oval, or is about to, as I look at the reflecting off a big bus out there on Main North Road, umpire bounces the ball. Stephen Sutterpack back on the ground. That's great news. Young Gibson got the hand pass away there to Bratton, who with lovely skills. He looks good when he kicks it. He was looking down there for Brett James, but young Benny Mules it is dropping back. He had the better of that marking duel and took a good one, and he finds Stephen Sutterpack now as he went on immediately on the 50-metre defensive zone. Uncharacteristically kicks straight to an opponent in Michael Bratton. And if there's one thing about Sutterpack, it's normally that his disposal is immaculate, Grant.
Normally faultless, Doug. The ball with Bratton, kicks inside 50, down there looking for Patfull, can't take it. Over the back is Verco, he can't take it, but Mules mops up once again, gives it off there to Parker with a handball. His handball goes back to Neely. Mark another one down Paul. He's had it about 35 times already. He goes the outer side of the ground, and he's found his teammate there in Reeville. Reeville now with the football, just looking for someone to kick to, just holds up play, decides to come grandstand side where he's got Mules again. If he comes wide, he's also got Raiders, decides to go down the centre of the ground where he's got Big Golding. He rubbed the hands together, which meant he want the footy, and he's taken a great mark, plays on quickly to Backwell. Another handball to the running Sherwood. He's just fending them off like they're flies as he's running through the centre. Does anyone want to tackle him? No, so he kicks inside 50. J. Cook can't take it. Ball hits the ground. Miller's in there. It's a rugby up kick. Oh! There's an off-break there, and somehow Gerald gets wobbled through for another goal to Miller, and that's his second one of the game.
Somehow, indeed, Coughlin. J. Cook probably should have swallowed it.
I think the sun got in his eyes there.
Hit the deck, and he's just put it onto the right foot, and it's just turned head over head and just rolled through for a goal. But really was just too easy for Paul Sherwood to come running through the centre-half back line there.
That's another contender for the Just Great Cars goal of the day. Mark it down. Stats, Paul Blandis.
Billy Neely, 3 kicks, 10 handballs this quarter. He's up to 32. He's leading the race. Heath Culpet, 6 kicks, 4 handballs. This quarter is up to 20. Brett Backwell's had 9 disposals. He's up to 18.
Glenelg move on to 14 goals, 10.94. Norwood, 5 goals, 3.33. And we'll go around the grounds thanks to National Wireless 2A Radio. Here's Brady Dill at Richmond.
Yeah, approaching three-quarter time here at Richmond. Central's 10.70, Westies 4.7.31. And now here's Daniel Beasley at Woodville.
The 24.5-minute mark down here at Woodville. Eagles 10.8.68, leading Port by 5 points, 9.9.63. Let's go back to Prospect Oval with Ben Footner.
23-minute mark here at Prospect Oval, and it's still South Adelaide, 11.15.81, leading North Adelaide, 10.6.66. Back to the Adelaide Oval.
And back here, the action is on the half-forward line for Norwood. Matthew Bartamucci kicked the ball very high in that direction. Umpire's coming in, umpire Colin Rouston. He's going to call for a bounce. So it's about 55 metres out from the Norwood goal. The Redlegs desperately need to do something here if they're going to restore a little bit of their prestige. They're a very proud club, as we well know. The ball, though, will be picked up by Brett Backwell, who's had a wonderful third quarter. Got it across to McEntee, who's been a good player. He drops the ball in short. Just went over the head of Neely. Will be picked up by young Gibson. This boy can play. He's only 17 years of age. He's a big lump of a lad too. That's a lovely pass. He got it out there to Brett James. Here's a go now as Mace. That's Michael Brett. No, it's not. It's Gunning. A left foot kick for goal. It doesn't look too bad. I tell you what, that is quite spectacular. That's magnificent. That is the Just Great Cars goal of the day. And that's his second goal for the day. It's a contender anyway. Don't want to jump to conclusions, but it's a goal to Norwood.
Don't make rash predictions, Doug.
I wouldn't think of it. Paul.
Doug, scores are level at the MCG. Melbourne 13-6, Essendon 12-12.
That's the sort of thing you want, isn't it? I mean, you really do. Unless you're a supporter of those clubs. I mean, fantastic stuff. And in our game here, it's a little bit further apart. Glenelg 14-10-94, leading Norwood 6-3-39. The Beechwood home scoreboard. Comments from Jared Cotton.
Yeah, Glenelg really have just dominated the game, and hopefully Norwood can get a few late in this quarter, which is just finished. So pretty disappointing quarter for Norwood overall, and Glenelg really did dominate that third quarter, Cough.
So that's three-quarter time here at Adelaide Oval, and it's been all Glenelg this quarter. Glenelg 14 goals, 10.94, leading Norwood 6 goals, 3.39. Just repeating the score. finished off. He's had plenty of the football as well. Whenever Neely's had it, Culpett's had it, and Culpett's marked the footy right on 50. And Jared, we know he is a thumping kick of the football.
Yeah, I definitely would say he's probably a better chance at kicking the distance, and he's had a few shots from about this angle, and he doesn't look too confident at the moment.
He's kicked one in the second quarter. He's been asked to move on by the umpire. He comes in now. Normally a pretty good kick. That's a thumping kick of the football. It's going to make the distance, but it's missed to the left-hand side of the post. So that's one behind to Glenelg. That takes them to 14 goals, 11.95. Norwood 7 goals, 3.45. And that's been a fantastic game today by Culpet. Stats, Paul Landis.
Grant, AFL update 14-12 Edison and Melbourne 14-7.
What a thriller there at the MCG. Oh, big lead there. Young Gibson was up high again. I reckon he's taken the Paradise Community Church mark of the day. Didn't take that one. It was taken away, though, by the player. Was it Bartamucci? Kicks down towards the wing position. It's going to be picked up here by Norwood. Matty Dawes there got the hand pass away. Came out there to that player.
Gallagher.
Bartamucci. Was it Gallagher? Gallagher now. And Norwood now. Nice little build-up this time. Down towards the half-forward line. 50 metres out from goal. You'll have to pick him up for me, Grant. That boy there is...
Clements.
It's Clements, is it?
Yep.
A long way from his half-back leg. Maybe he's been sent down forward and the ball's been knocked across the line and out of bounds. A throw-in. Norwood in attack at the moment. They haven't done a lot today. They are 7-3-45, but trailing Glenelg on the Beechwood home scoreboard, 14-11-95. As we come to you live from the Adelaide Oval right here on Life FM.
Umpire throws the ball in. Verco taps down. Pat will rove the pack. Had a shot on goal. He's only 15 metres out, but he's been pushed off the footy as he's having a kick, and the ball has gone out of play on the full, so it'll be a Glenelg free kick and will go to Parker. And Aiden Parker today has had a very good game, Jared.
It's been fantastic. I'd have to put him close to in their top 3 or 4 players on the ground for them. He's just been really solid at centre-half back.
Be an interesting one, Aiden Parker, been elevated to the Crows main list. Will be interesting what happens with him over the summer as the ball goes the outer side. It's a poor kick, though. It comes out to Bartamucci. Bartamucci has a shot on goal, but he's missed it to the near side. And the kick there by Parker was a poor one, Jared. He went short and it could have come undone.
Always happens when you give someone a rap. They always undo it for you.
OK, we'll go around the grounds now with our game here. We've got a margin of 49 points in favour of Glenelg. We've played 6 minutes of the final quarter and the Bays bring the ball out of defence. But with thanks to National Wireless two-way radio, here's Brady Dell at Richmond.
Yeah, well and truly, probably about 6 minutes into the last quarter here, definitely a club that doesn't work at all. Central's lead, Westies 12-10-82 to Westies 5-7-37. Now here's Daniel Beasley at Woodville. Yeah, down here, Woodville Bowl. Woodville Oval's only played 1 minute down here. It's Eagles 14-8-92, Port Adelaide 9-9-63. Let's go to Prospect Oval. Prospect, and it's only 1 point to North Adelaide so far this quarter. South Adelaide 13-16-94 to North Adelaide 10-7-67. Back to the Adelaide Oval.
And there's no guessing where Daniel Beasley works through the week either.
I tell you, they look good in those white shoes down at Woodville Oval today.
Good on you, Daniel. There's the first strike of the afternoon. And the umpire comes in and there is going to be... What's he done?
He's called a foul, Doug.
He's called a foul, has he? We've got to look more like a no ball to me, but he's the Glenelg coach, isn't he? No, that's noble. There's the ball up anyway, and the action down here with all the sports being covered as much as we can. We've got the Olympic spirit going here, haven't we? we, Grant? And the ball's been knocked through for a minor score. I was just trying to ad-lib my way out of that because it was a pretty terrible passage of play. It is Glenelg 14 goals, 12-96 on the Beechwood home scoreboard, and Norwood 7-4-46.
And Paul, you've got another AFL update.
Yes, scores are level again. Melbourne 15-7, Essendon 14-13.
The ball now with Bryce Campbell at half-back, centres the football in there towards Gunning. He's been a good player, kicks inside 50, down there looking, oh, the back of the pack, and there's a mark over the back. Georgie Burko's taken it anyway, but why not let that happen there? As we see the Patful there pointing up to the umpire to have a look at the replay. He was up high then, but the free kick has been paid and will go to Sherwood. Sherwood now taps the ball on the ground. He's going to play on, runs the other side of the ground where he's got Moore there. Moore now, been a good player today for the Bays. Picked up the footy, tried to get around one Norwood player, handballed over there to Parker. His wild handball comes out the back there. Sherwood runs onto it. Great tackle there by Burko. Players going in. Handball comes out there towards Gallagher. Gallagher from 45 is going to lob in the goal square. Patful, he'll take it on this occasion, and he'll have a shot on goal from about 5 metres. And Patful now, who's been moved forward, got a good set of hands on him.
He certainly has. Just a little bit sloppy from Glenelg coming out of defence, and Joel plays on and has a snap, and he's kicked it.
Put it straight through the middle. Great goal there to Patful. Norwood now move on to 8 goals, 4-52. Glenelg 14 goals, 12-96. And Patful, who started his career as a forward, who's been tried down back for the Norwood side, but they just need some goal kickers today, so he's been put up at full forward. And as we saw there before, he can certainly get up high and take a good mark. Stats, Paul Landis.
No, just AFL update, just saying to Doug, 15-13 Essendon, Melbourne 15-7 in a cliffhanger.
It is an absolute cliffhanger, and doing a tremendous job on the scoreboard here at the Adelaide Oval. It's a fantastic service, giving us the AFL updates all through the afternoon. That's great. As little Gunning comes out of the centre of the ground. I mean, could Norwood pull out a freakish victory here? Who knows? Not likely, but who knows? They're just showing a little bit at the moment. But this time it's Betty Moore, the captain of the Bays, who drops the ball in nicely, finds McEntee, the blonde-headed McEntee, gets it across to Culpert. Oh. He's caught as he charged his way through, but with sheer physical strength, he just barged through Mel Michael last night. Kicks down up towards the teeth of goal. Going to be grabbed here by the little player in Gunning. He goes for a hand pass over his shoulder. It's deep in the attacking zone here for Glenelg. Way down at the end with the St Donald Bradman stand on the backdrop, but it's been knocked across the boundary line for a throw in. In fact, it's just around from the St Donald Bradman stand, which of course is the Clem Hill stand. All the wonderful, great cricketers who represented Australia with so much distinction over the years.
Umpire throws the ball in. Gibson gets a handball out, comes out there. Matty Dawes, handballs there to Bowden, another handball there towards Hazel. Got around one player, kicks long to the outer side wing position, looking there for ball ace. Ball bounces in front, taps it in front of him, tries to go in after it, can't do so. Statham's in there applying pressure, and the umpire will come in and bounce the ball down right in front of the Victor Richardson gates here at the Adelaide Oval. Is Glenelg 14 goals, 12-96. Norwood 8 goals, 4-52, and the AFL scores, it is Essendon 15 goals, 14, leading Melbourne 15 goals, 7, as the umpire throws the ball up, and Mules is held onto, and the umpire will come in once again and throw the ball up, waste no time. Cranston comes in. He's been very impressive today. Ball tap forward, comes out towards back ball. He's got plenty of room in front of him. Kicks inside 50. Oh, that's a good mark there by Miller. I don't think it was meant for him. Handballs on towards Salopek. His kick inside 50, looking there for back ball. Does he take it? 50-50 ball. Whoa! Up against Campbell. And possibly the mark may have been there, but I think the correct decision, Doug, would have been to throw it up.
Well, I don't know about that, Grant. I reckon that the umpire had a pretty good view of that one, and probably the 2,097 people here at the Adelaide Oval. We're a little further away. That is the crowd, incidentally. Goodness me, that wasn't a bad guess either. No, I've just been handed the official attendance. 2,097 here this afternoon, watching Glenelg and Norwood as Backwell comes in and kicks the goal. And Grant, you would say justice has been done.
Possibly as he's hit the post, Doug.
As he's put it through for that minor score, Brett Backwell. It takes Glenelg along now to 14-13, 97 on the Beechwood home scoreboard, leading Norwood 8-4-52. A quick comment from Jared and then around the grounds.
I think Gary McIntosh should be a lot happier with this quarter. He'd really want to see the Norwood boys run the game out and try and get as many goals as they can in this last quarter.
OK, around the grounds now for National Wireless two-way radio. First up, Brady Dell at Richmond.
Yeah, clock's still not working here. Central's lead 12-11-83 to Westies 7-7-49. Now here's Daniel Beasley at Woodville.
Yeah, it's a 6.5 minute mark down here at Woodville, and the Eagles by 36 points. 15-9-99, leading forward 9-9-63 down at Ben and Prospect Oval. 15-minute mark here, and it's South Adelaide by 27 points. South Adelaide 14-16, 100 to North Adelaide 11-7-73. Back to the Adelaide Oval.
And back here, the action's on the half-forward line for Norwood, but Ben Moore, the Glenelg captain, grabs the ball. He's tackled, but went with the hand pass. Got it across to, I was going to say Hayden Parker. No, this boy is actually Aidan Parker. He goes for a long, long hand pass. Billy Neely, who's been a fantastic footballer today, he'll be in the top three, there's no doubt. He kicks the ball very, very high in the air. One for the big leapers there. Comes off hands, taken by Campbell. Got the hand pass away there to Ball Ace. And Scotty Ball Ace, who's been a busy player all day, finds young Gunning, who's been most impressive. A little left footer now. Doesn't waste any time. Gets it into the centre of the ground on the mark taken by Tim Hazel.
Hazel with the football now right in the middle of the cricket pitch area. Goes long with a kick inside 50 down there, looking for Patfill up against Sherwood, but Patfill in front. That's a great mark there by the youngster. Sherwood's a very good player, and Patfill's taken the mark. He'll kick from about 52 metres out from goal, but the distance, Jared, probably within reach.
Yeah, within reach. It'd be a tough kick for him from there, but they probably could have made this move earlier in the game because they didn't really have any forwards that were really dangerous, and he is, like you said before, he started his career as a forward-line player.
They moved Grundy back and Patfill forward as he kicks from 52. It's a good-looking shot on goal. That's a great-looking shot. Has he put it through? He hasn't.
No,
oh,
to the side.
The umpire didn't move there, but it's gone through for a behind. So Norwood now move on to 8 goals, 5-53. Glenelg, 14 goals, 13-97. And Paul Blandis, AFL scores.
Yes, Essendon 15-14, Melbourne 15-8.
6 points the margin there as Billy Neely takes the mark. So write that one down again, Paul. He gets it across to Ben Newells, his deputy vice-captain, running through the half-back line here for the Bays. Kicks down towards the wing, and that's a good mark. Brett Backwell, who's been fantastic in the second half. He's hurt his finger, though, after taking that one. He fed it out there to Craig Statham. Kicks long and deep down towards the half-forward line. It comes off hands. The race is on for it now. Let's see what can come of this one. Davian Radis is down there playing his last game for the Bays. They've got him up forward. Can he kick a goal in his final game here with Glenelg? Not this time. The umpire's coming in and says it's going to be mine.
They may put him to full forward, Doug. See if he can get that elusive goal, the last one of his career. One out in the goal square. The umpire throws the ball up. Big punch forward there by Daniels. Comes out to Ball Ace. Handballed off to the running Bratton. Comes grandstand side where he's got Hazel. He's worked his way into the game nicely. Now playing in the midfield. Kicks down towards half-forward, looking there for Verco. But that's a great mark there by Mules. Takes the mark, contested mark, plays on quickly, down there looking for Salopek. In goes Bratton, can't hold the ball in play, and the boundary umpire will come in and throw the ball in the true centre wing position, grandstand side. Stats, Paul Landis.
Billy Neely, 7 disposals this quarter. He's up to 39. He's leading the race. Heath Colpett's only up to 35.
Oh, he's had an off day. Not exactly. They have been magnificent, those two. Billy Neely gets his 40th. He's got it. He's got it. Gets it across to Backwell. Backwell in turn across to Reeville. On to Colpett. Another hand pass now. And the Bays fire a goal through Lucas Block, and they have kicked the goal. That was champagne football. It was rather similar to what Brisbane did last night, the way they fed it round, and just such clean disposals too. And it takes the Bays along to 15 goals, 13, which is 103, and leading Norwood 8-5-53, the Beechwood home scoreboard. Another quick comment from Jared Cotton and then around the grounds.
Like you said, Doug, one of the good things that I've come out of the game for Glenelg today, they've really shared the ball around. They haven't been selfish with it at all, and it's done them well and made them obviously a lot further in front than what Norwood are.
And it's time to go around the grounds thanks to National Wireless two-way radio. Here's Brady Dell at Richmond.
Roughly halfway through the last quarter here, Central is leading comfortably still. 13-12-90, leading Westies 7-7-49. Now here's Daniel Beasley at Woodville.
Yeah, down here at Woodville, it's a 10.5-minute mark, and it's a 30-point margin to the Eagles. 15-9-99, leading Port 10-9-69. Now here's Ben Footner at Prospect. Halfway through the last quarter, South Adelaide still hanging on to a 26-point lead. It's South Adelaide 15-16, 106 to North Adelaide 12-8-80. Back to the Adelaide Oval.
And back here, the action's on the half-forward line for Glenelg. The boy kicking that ball is Miller, who's been pretty impressive today across half-forward. It falls out into Dulding's hands. Picked up this time a flying snapshot for goal by Sujay Cook. It comes off hands. It's in the goal square here for Glenelg. Down at the Sir Donald Bratman stand end of Adelaide Oval and knocked through for a minor score. So the Bays go further ahead. 15-14, 104. And leading Norwood 8-5-53. And we're just waiting on that AFL score to go up on the scoreboard. The attendant's doing a fantastic job, and what a wonderful old scoreboard it is. Umpires bringing the ball back, as I thought Glenelg were having a long shot at goal. And
full-time score, Doug.
Is that the full-time score?
It's coming up on the board.
It's coming up on the board, so... But back here at our game at Adelaide Oval, superb conditions for footy here this afternoon. It's a bit chilly, but absolutely wonderful. Grant.
Just one for Jared. Jonathan Robran, it's very interesting the way they use him. He spends probably half the game on the bench as a ruckman. He's probably a better player than that. Probably could be used up forward or across half-back.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know whether it's due to injuries or not, but if I was, I'd rest him in a forward pocket, then put him into the ruck.
Oh, that's a good mark. Jamie Blatko has taken this one in front of the pack. That was a good, strong, contested mark, and he's taken it about 20 metres out from goal. Essendon have taken the honours by 5 points at the MCG. And I guess if you don't have an allegiance to one other team, you've got to say football's the real winner, as opposed to last night where Brisbane was.
Yeah, it must have been a great game to watch for sure.
Exactly right. But haven't Melbourne, they've hit a big hurdle towards the end of the year after being on top at some parts of the season.
They've had a wonderful year if you took all things into account, but yeah, it has been disappointing, the finish. But that's been a good finish this time by young Jamie Blatko. And I still suspect there'll be a few AFL clubs who'll be talking to him. That's his second goal for the afternoon. And it is the 16th goal to the Bays. 16 goals, 14, 110. Leading Norwood 8-5-53.
And young Reevil coming off. He's had a fantastic game, and big Golding back on. Stats, Paul Landis.
Yes, thank you, Grant. This quarter, 9 touches to Billy Neely, 6 touches to Backwell, 5 to Heath Colpert, who's up to 36. And Melbourne must have had a shot for goal to get to 15-9 versus Essendon 15-14, so interesting.
We'll go around the grounds again just to keep up the scores. Thanks to National Wireless 2-way radio. Here's Brady Dill at Richmond.
Yeah, Central's leading here 14-12-96 to Westies 7-7-49. Now here's Daniel Beasley at Woodville.
We're halfway through the last quarter here, and it's Eagles by 36 points, 16-9, 105, leading Port Adelaide 10-9, 69. Now he's been put in a Prospect.
It's about the 16-minute mark here at Prospect, and South Adelaide is still hanging on to a 20-point lead. It's South Adelaide 15-16, 106, North Adelaide 13-8, 86. Back to the Adelaide Oval.
Back here at the Adelaide Oval, the ball is with Block at half-back. Goes the outer side of the ground where he's found Miller. He's been very impressive. Kicks a high up and under football down there looking for Sujay Cook. That's a great mark in front. He plays on quickly. Kicks inside 50 for Cranston. And Cranston takes a mark. And this is one of the best games, Jared, that I've seen this boy play for the Glenelg side.
Certainly has. We were talking about it before, but he's really set up their runners in the centre clearances today.
I might have to put him in the votes, I think, Doug, because I'm been pretty happy with his game today, Cranston, and he's having a spell down forward now. Comes in, he'll kick from about 45 metres out, gets very close to the man of the mark. It's an up and under kick, will lob in the goal square. Flatco got a push out play on, said the umpire. Players going in after it, and Bryce Campbell is going to force the ball through for a rush behind to Glenelg. So that takes them now to 16 goals, 15, 111. Norwood 8 goals, 5-53 on the Beechwood home scoreboard.
There's the kick out. It's a mark here to the Bays. It looks like Norwood. Brett James has taken the mark, drops the ball in short and finds Thomas, the only player I think wearing a long sleeve Guernsey today. Kick comes down now towards the wing, and Joel Patfull, the backdrop there of the Vic Richardson Gates, and of course Main North Road, or King William Road actually. What am I saying? Main North Road. Goodness me, get your suburbs right, Doug. In the backdrop there. Verco takes a good mark at centre half forward here for Norwood, but his kick was ill-directed, and Paul Sherwood dropping back takes a good relieving mark. It's at Glenelg 16-15, 111, leading Norwood 8-5-53. 21 and a half minutes have gone in the final quarter here at Adelaide Oval. Aidan Parker with the ball once again. Lovely disposal, does a centering kick, and that's good football. Gets it across there to Stephen Sutterpack. A Crows-listed player there to a power-listed player, and a former Crow in Sujay Cook takes a superb mark. Probably not the Paradise Community Church mark of the day, but it was still a very good mark, and so's that one too. Jamie Vlatko on the lead has taken a very, very strong mark in opposition to Thomas.
And next week, Doug, the finals start, the SANFL finals. We'll be calling all the finals here on Life FM, so looking forward to that. I think we've got about a 12-15 start next week, with both games being at the Adelaide Oval for a double header. So with a bit of an upset today with South and also North Adelaide, we're probably expecting North Adelaide now to be in the elimination final, which was probably not on the cards at the start of the day.
Well, certainly well into the game there at one stage. North were leading by quite a huge amount. I know there's a fair bit of time still to go in that game, but even so, South have done very, very well. This shot for goal.
Vlatko,
Number 3.
over the back of the pack. That's gone through for a great goal there to Vlatko. Spent a bit of time on interchange today, but he's topped off his day with 3 great goals. So Glenelg now move on to 17 goals, 15. That is 117 to Norwood. 8 goals, 5, 53. And that possibly, Doug, is a contender for the Just Great Cars goal of the day.
It's certainly going to be talked about, that one, Grant, in our discussions after the match. Got some stats, though, from Paul Blandis.
Billy Neely, oh goodness me, he's going to be very unwell with leather poisoning. 41 disposals and 11 marks for the day.
It's been pretty handy, hasn't it? Heath Culpet not all that far behind either. They have been sensational, and I know Brett Backwell's last half has been rather interesting too. As the umpire puts the ball down, the big fellas to do battle. Big Batty Golding was able to grab that one, got it across to that man, Brett Backwell. Backwell now drives it in towards half. A beautiful pass that time, and lands it right on the chest of another very good player in Daniel McEntee. A hand pass, got it onto that man, Billy Neely. That's possession number 42, and he's found the fast-leading Jamie Vlatko.
With a great kick, and that was a good piece of play there. Vlatko's taken the mark right on 50. He'll be kicking from about 51 or 52. But another player, Paul, when you've got a moment, Brett Backwell, he's had a fantastic game today, and probably well high up on the possessions as well. But the ball now with Vlatko, he's hemmed right up against the boundary line, the members' boundary line. He's kicked into the man of the mark, which is Thomas. He goes in after it though, has another shot on goal, but now he's kicked it out on the full.
And not a bad mark actually by the youngster down there on the red top, as he took that one deep in the forward pocket.
And not only that, Doug, did you see the reflex give back to Thomas? He wants a game there. He goes now over there towards Hazel. They're going to cross the ground here. Takes on a player there in Cranston, runs around, gives it to Borlase, put him under pressure, back to Hazel in the 1-2. That's holding the ball. Play on Cranston, play on advantage, comes out to Neely. Top of game off with a goal, son. You deserve it. Oh, but he's missed, Jared. He's missed to the far side. Wow. He's done everything right today except that.
It was a perfect script until he did that then.
Stats, Paul Blandis.
Yes, Brett Backwell, 9 disposals to half-time. He's had 16 in the second half so far.
OK, we'll go around the grounds here. Just check the score here first, though. Glenelg 17-16, 118. Leading Norwood 8-5-53 as another big jet airliner comes in over North Adelaide. As we take you around the grounds for National Wireless 2-way radio at Richmond, Brady Dell.
Yeah, game over here, just about for Westies anyway. Central's 15-13 at 103, leading Westies 7-7-49. Probably about 3 minutes to go. Now here's Daniel Beasley at Woodville.
Yeah, I think it's also game over here as well for Port. I think they're going to play the last 10 minutes of footy this year. It's a 9.5-minute mark, and it's Port down by 36 points. The Eagles 17-10, must be 116, and Port Adelaide 11-10, 76. Now here's Ben Footner at Prospect.
Yeah, 21 minutes in here. We've got a fairly tight game. It's South Adelaide by 14 points. South Adelaide 15-16, 106 to North Adelaide 14-8, 92. Back to the Adelaide Oval.
And back here we saw Billy Neely get a possession, and Bill Culpet. It's not Bill Culpet at all, it's Heath Culpet. I'm thinking of his uncle. And another possession and a shot for goal, this time by the Bays, by Craig Statham. We're just watching that. Paul Blandis.
Oh, Heath Culpet, goodness, he's got a lot of catching up to do. He's only had 6 disposals this quarter. He's up to 37 for the day.
37 for the day. It's just amazing, isn't it?
It took me 4 weeks to get 37.
There's the kick there from Statham. That's not a good kick. It actually went away to the left, and it's come off hands and gone out of bounds, in fact, so there will be a throw-in. Paul?
Well, I've actually got Billy Neely this quarter for 8 kicks, 4 handballs, which takes him up to 44. for the day.
I think it's about probably a record for this year. I wonder if you get to 50 before the end of the match. We've got 26.5 minutes gone. Probably not quite, which will be a huge disappointment, but certainly not to Norwood supporters. There's the throw-in, but it's just been a magnificent effort, and who's going to be best on ground? It's probably going to be one of them. This time, there's the siren. There it is. It's only about 4:44 in the afternoon, but the siren has sounded.